Alrighty, welcome back to another episode of The 12, our epic campaign of discovery and adventure across the continent of Quarry. This story will stream live Sundays at 6 p.m. Central here on Javelin Entertainment. And if you missed the last session, check it out on the channel page or by clicking the link down in the description. And why do I never have this set up ready to go?
Last week, our sanctum searchers opened up an ancient temple overtaken by roots and vines of a colossal arboreal growth. Another of those pesky hounds pounced from the bushes only to be cut down to size by the alien princess's strange blades, apparently made of some sort of material from another world known as Byeshk. Well, sea life made me salty, recalled some poems about a Dark Mistress and a deserted city. Small gigantic wandered their way into the temple and came upon a beautiful silver amulet inset with a massive blue stone. The concerned captain quickly had him stowed away, but for now it seems to have no ill effect. Shame. But that might be the only thing in this place without dark tidings, as our party probed deeper into the greenhouse of gloom. They came upon more shrines crafted of aberrant growths and covered in scrawled markings in a dark crimson color. This is some spooky voodoo for sure, and signs all pointed towards Big Bird, so who was surprised when the blasted bird was waiting at one of the shrines? But the Foul Fowl paid no attention to our trepid investigators, leaving them uncertain of what to do. But don't despair, dear listeners, for some horrid hounds soon brought conflict to the quiet courtyard. Our heroes were left bewildered and be-fowled, unable to act, or when they did, left hitting each other instead of their feathered quarry. Brain continues to pay them no heed until your friendly neighborhood Spider-Druid got close enough to catch its eye. A claw pulled her from her spider form, and its gaze turned her mind against her attacks towards the others. When the guard dogs finally were put down, the priestly bird of prey had prowled off somewhere else, leaving just an empty altar affixed with all manner of alchemical apparatuses, which our disturbed doctor wasted no time in taking up and completing the sickly serum. And yet to determine the fateful fluid's function, it was never Watch's right who was left to center in on the aim. And his aim was finally true, but it left him feeling quite paralyzed. I'm on the edge of my seat as our island investigation comes to a final bout. What happens next? Let's tune in to find out.
And so, as you all have completed this identify on this serum, Roland, you had come to the realization that it was indeed some sort of paralyzing agent, some sort of nerve toxin. And you realize this as your hand is currently under the effects of whatever this is. And you can feel as it is locked up and unmoving, and it is traveling further up your arm. And so as he completes this identification, what are the rest of you guys doing?
Boko is staring intently at Roland, very interested to see what this goop does.
Out of curiosity, this whole process of, like, making the potion, identifying, stripping metal from everything, would you say this has taken about an hour?
So yes, with everything that they have done over the course of this, it's about an hour, yes.
Okay, can I have been taking a short rest during that time?
Sure.
Gendry was staring at the ceiling. Can I have that too?
Yes, absolutely.
Excellent. Explore the that with me.
Well,
Clyde is going to talk about various legends of the of this sea witch to see if there's any info with it with Cade, but this is going to be his bard song of rest, so you can get an extra D6.
Okay.
I'll take it.
All right, and Boko and Roland, is there anything you guys are doing?
Distinctly watching Roland's face and seeing what is going on here, trying to identify a little bit more about this.
How is Roland reacting?
Oh, we've been watching him.
I believe I may have found out what it does. It appears to be some sort of paralytic agent.
Is it continuing to spread up Roland's arm?
He's
What? No, that's ridiculous. What? Of course it isn't.
yeah. It is indeed like the entire arm is pretty much locked into place at this point.
Ah. That is concerning.
And I have this. So this is fresh in my mind. The sort of course. Can I commit that recipe to memory?
So at least
At least the last half.
yeah, the properties. Now that at least if you talk with Roland, you can understand the properties of each of the ingredients that you added. Now exactly. Yeah, I'd say between the identify and between what you see here, you at least have some semblance of how to repeat this. It's not an exact, of course, but it's something that you could try.
Absolutely. And then, so I currently have a copper pot of about a gallon of this stuff, right?
Yep.
Ooh.
But that copper pot is still just boiling hot.
And it hasn't cooled, like, in the course of this?
Nope. The only part that cooled
Really?
was whenever the liquid was poured out.
Be a useful pot.
Always keep your soup warm.
Boko is going to set the pot down, reach into his pack, pull out a flask of oil, top off, use most of it to top off Clyde's lantern, and then dump the rest of it and try to pour some of this goop in.
Wait, you had oil this whole time?
Yes.
All right, well, maybe I should ask.
Yes.
All right. How's the other one doing? He's just been playing with himself for like the last 20 minutes.
Some people's bone licking days aren't over.
Feeling
I
younger by
have
the
so many jokes to make, but I just can't.
I know.
I just can't. So, yeah,
Does
Boko just
anyone
looks at
have
Clyde.
any restorative magic by any chance?
Oh, shit.
No? Okay.
Sorry,
Sure,
didn't.
won't be.
What's the problem? Did you hurt yourself?
Well, this.
Yeah, it's your arm. What about it?
I've dropped it.
Okay.
As
Well-
in, I am dropping it right now. I'm trying to put it down. It won't.
Well, I can see how that'd be the problem.
Mm-hmm.
Did you touch the goop Boko was making?
Yes, I was identifying it. I have to touch things in order to magically identify with it. Oh, for crying out loud.
Okay. Alright, well, alright. Is it just the arm, though?
So far. DM.
So far.
Well, hopefully it'll clear up. I ain't got nothing for you. You might want to sit down, though. Maybe try and move it. Maybe don't go sticking your finger in mysterious goop.
I didn't stick it in the goop. The goop was hot. I touched something that the goop had been poured on.
Says the man with an arm that don't move.
What was that, kid?
Did your identifying spell say how long the paralytic agent lasts? By any chance? Or is it not that specific?
That's a good question. I don't know.
Do you need me to repost identify?
No, I got it. I scrolled up to it.
Okay.
Magic imbued object. You learn its properties and how to use them. Yes. So this paralytic is a 24-hour effect.
Wow.
Well, that's unfortunate.
After the 4th hour, he'll start looking around for a doctor and then realize he is the doctor.
Is anyone concerned that a multi-eyed giant bird is making a 24-hour paralytic agent on a supposedly abandoned island?
Well, it really makes me feel like maybe the bird isn't really a bird. Seems a little too smart. The rest of these creatures, they've been strange, unusual, yeah. Still really just beasts. Boku, could just anything do what you did there to make that? Or was there a process you'd have to follow?
Oko sort of shakes his head no, but you can see he's very focused at the moment. He's set his glass flask onto the table and is like tilting the bucket, trying to pour some of the liquid into the bottle to see what happens.
Yeah, go ahead and make me a dexterity check, because you're trying to do this again. You can't touch the pot because it's so hot, so you're trying to do it with the tools and pour it in. So make me just a general dexterity check.
This is going to be a mess.
I recommend not touch. Oh.
Okay.
I wonder if it works on organics.
Roll me a d20.
Oh, we're gonna have half the party fucking comatose for the session. Who's ready?
More to.
Okay. And then roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, that's actually
Okay.
not bad.
So you kind of lift this up and start pouring it, and it just like shifts the entire weight and begins to just dump out. And it kind of pours on into the vial, but it also just pours over all of the shrine, kind of washing over the side. And you kind of jump back and move your body out of the way, and kind of avoid it. But you have dumped out probably half to 3/4 of what was in this onto the ground, and you've got about 3 ounces in your vial, and so it's maybe about 1/3 of the way full.
How much did Roland touch to get that kind of effect? Because I have a feeling this is powerful stuff.
Yeah, so there was just a bit that you
If
poured
you've
onto
ever,
the
you know,
vine.
like just kind of dipped a chicken wing in buffalo sauce.
More or less.
That much.
And when this stuff comes out of the container, it automatically starts to sort of congeal and become viscous, right?
Yes.
So if I cast prestidigitation and warm it up, does it flow more freely? If I just snap my fingers at it?
So it's not so much that it's becoming viscous as it's poured out. So it is just kind of a naturally viscous fluid, and it does kind of cool down as it's kind of poured out, but heating it up doesn't necessarily make it move faster.
Okay, so the viscosity doesn't really change. The temperature is more what changes.
Yeah, the temperature, from being in this process, the temperature is kind of what mixes it together, and then it just has an innate viscosity that is of the liquid.
All right, Boku will just look to Roland and say, "Do not stand here." And he will, I mean, look at Roland and go, "Actually, you can't. You only have one arm." I mean, just gonna try to dump the rest in and try to get as much into a vial as he can because he can't carry around a pot.
All right, so trying to pour more in, or go and roll me another dexterity check.
Hey, Boku, do you want some help?
Nope, this is fine. Nope, this is not fine.
The same exact one.
Wait, did I get inspiration?
I don't think.
Maybe.
Did he?
Oh, it's tied between him and Thishalt.
Do either of them have it elsewhere?
No. Oh, it's no longer tied between him and Thishalt.
Watch me roll worse now. This is going to be amazing.
One better.
It's better. Technically better.
Oh.
Okay.
The number of times that inspiration has ended in a reroll of exactly
Being
one
one better?
higher
Yeah,
is
I know.
statistically improbable.
It's ridiculous. Okay, so you do again tip it up, and once again it shifts and it begins to pour out. Go ahead and roll me a d10 this time.
Time I'm ready for it.
Okay, this time you kind of shift it over on top of it and you try to get as much as you can. You end up pouring all of the liquid out of the pot and it is just scattered all over the ground. But you do fill up the rest of the vial. And go ahead and make me a dexterity save. And this will, 1, see if any gets on you, and 2, see if you can do this without coating the edge of this vial much.
Very nice.
Okay, so unfortunately, as you fill it up, you're just kind of trying to dump it in because it's just going everywhere. And so there is some that is on the outside of this vial as well. And then you also feel as some of it begins to kind of spill nearby.
Can I just prestidigitation and clean up the vial?
Only if you actually use that as the somatic components every time you cast it for the rest of the campaign.
I think that actually works.
Abe was gonna jump in and see if it's watery enough to control water.
Shape water.
Control paralytic.
This would not be affected by shape water, but yeah, with prestidigitation, you can at least clean off the vial and kind of pull it down off the vial, and make sure that it is at least safer to pick up.
Then very carefully stopper the vial. And the flask that was oil and is now paralytic goop and into my bag.
Yep. So you have 1 flask full, about 8 ounces, give or take.
It's a lot less than a gallon, but that's fine.
No one stand here or here.
2 sub DC 10 dexterity checks will do that.
That's fine. If the bird comes back, it's not going to be able to feel his feet for weeks.
I can't feel my toes. I don't have any toes.
Might want to tie your hand to your rifle.
Probably dagger.
You said
Maybe you
that would
can
be
hit
better,
something now.
Just put a big rock in your hand and use it as a
Oh, you
club.
won't be able to feel it.
That would require mobility of the arm.
Just strap it down.
I got a lot of that.
I'll be fine. Just give me a day. Hopefully it doesn't spread to my heart.
And at this point, Tove kind of comes up to where Roland and Boko and whoever else is standing nearby. All right, we have we've gotten something. Can we leave now? Jusir is not any better.
Yes. Boko just curtly nods his head. When we came into this room, this is the area that's suspended above the garden, right?
Yes, this is kind of, so again, this is kind of a long entryway into some sort of temple, and so there's been kind of side chambers, and so one of the chambers had the room with the amulet, one of the chambers had one of these other shrines. This is another chamber off to the side that has this garden, and you guys are on that walkway that goes around the garden, and the shrine is kind of at the far end where this has been built. And there are multiple doors that kind of go off of this, and there's still the main passageway that continues forward.
That being said, Boko's going to keep his eyes peeled for any raw reagents that he had used in the process.
Okay.
And probably pocket them if he can find some.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
So all of this being said, what is our next step exactly? We know that there's a mind-messing 9-foot-tall, multi-eyed bird running around the island.
They can apparently just come and go as they want.
Yes, very quickly. So what is our next step exactly? Do we continue searching this temple? Do we look elsewhere for passage off of this godforsaken island? What are we thinking here?
Boko's going to look at Sindri and see what Sindri thinks about that question.
Sindri has been off to the side looking at the ceiling and discussing with the salt the ability of water to cut stone and has not at all been involved in any of this. He's been waiting for you to be done with your chemistry experiment he has no interest in. So you look to Sindri for an answer and you see he's just off over there, just being like
doing a starfish impression.
Yeah, just, are you done yet?
And Jasira doesn't seem to be in any shape to continue.
No, Jasira is still like on the ground, like holding her head. She's just like bundled in a ball. Whatever happened, whatever affected her, she is experiencing mass paranoia.
Boko will say, I wish we could search this place further. However, I do not think all of us are capable. And he's sort of specifically looking towards Jasira when he says that.
DM, what time of day is it based on just like the sunlight we see? Like, is it still afternoon? Are we creeping towards night or?
No, it's still solidly afternoon.
Okay.
At least just with like the general, again, because you guys saw the sun before you came into here, at least what you thought was the sun. And it was pretty much right overhead. And you guys have been in here maybe an hour.
Excuse me?
Right?
What we thought was the sun?
Hello?
What else would it be?
Insight check on the DM, please.
I know, I love it. Gotta keep you guys on your toes.
Fireball in the sky? I mean...
Yes. Based on the sun, it's maybe like an hour or two after midday.
Okay. Well, to be honest here, not too keen on running around with someone incapacitated. Well, two someones, considering we have someone that's partially paralyzed and one that's mentally suffering from battle after effects. That being said,
we do sort of have them on the back foot right now. If they
don't know if I would say we have him on the back foot. We didn't even touch him.
Yeah, well, we took care of any of the dogs that were near here.
Which there seems to be an endless supply of. I don't know, do we find a safe, cozy hole to hide in until everyone has gained their full faculties, whether that be mental or physical?
There's no guarantee that they're gonna. Might need to push on towards the harbor. Wasn't that what we were going to try originally? We didn't
was,
see any
but-
boats, but
Me neither.
maybe. Maybe if we get her out of this creepy ass temple, she'll feel a little better.
A fair point.
Roland, you're the one that's partially incapacitated. Your
It's only
opinion on the
left side
matter?
of my body that's disadvantaged, and I'm used to that.
Yeah, is that the side without the eye?
Yes.
Oh, I'm gonna have to attach just a sharp object. Just put your dagger in your hand so you can flop it at enemies.
That would require the arm being able to flop.
No.
Just point the arm straight forward
Oh,
with
yeah.
the spike and run at people.
I see. So here and then, hang on.
All right. No, we'll break.
Trying
the
to jam a
stick.
dagger into the...
Here, and then just run.
Yes.
All right,
That's
let's
what
get-
you're saying.
Let's get the stick and we'll brace your arm.
Yes, there's a bit of a weakness to the elbow. If I just run straight at someone, then all of the pressure goes straight into the elbow, and
Boko just pats Roland.
So,
With the paralytic.
strategic retreat then towards the harbor.
So, do we have an idea of how deep in this temple we are?
Oh, yeah, how
Make
long
an
we been
intelligence
walking?
check.
Strong work, guys.
You
Ooh, it's
would,
above 10.
the building, it looked large, but you guys have been walking through here and it seems extensive. You've gone through multiple side chambers at this point. You feel like you've got to be getting close.
Oh, for how close we are to the end.
while everyone else is faffing around, you just see that a kind of an idea spark in Roland's mind, and he pulls out his pipe and puts it in the dead hand and kind of curls the fingers around it, and then sets it right here and lights it. And he'll just be walking around like this.
What? Not bad look.
Boko is going to say then to the group, he's going to say, if my perspective of this building is correct, we are very close to the end of it. Perhaps we can send Jasira back the way we came, and we can have a group finish this excursion.
And Tove
Seer
kind
goes
of,
back.
Tove immediately begins
Broken
to
Gale.
speak up. Just, if you want to continue, then you will, I will escort her out. We will go no further.
Do you require another person to go with you?
We could, if Gale would be willing, I think another marksman would be appropriate. Tove is more of an up close and personal person, from what I've seen.
I would not be upset for more protection. Gale kind of gives a nod of approval. I can go.
Perfect. I'll look to Roland for approval.
Move the finger to a thumbs up.
2 thumbs up. Wait, just kidding.
Tove kind of shakes her head a bit and kind of turns it to face Boko. I hope you do not all die. And just kind of slowly begins kind of easing Jasira up to her feet, and kind of between her and Gale, they begin to kind of escort her back down out of this chamber and back down the hall that you guys came down.
That would be preferable, yes.
Oko tears up. I think that's the nicest thing anybody's ever said to him.
Well, that's sad. Alright, well, now our excuses are gone. Anybody else opposed to going forward?
I say we finish exploring, just for the fact that there might be aid in this temple somewhere. But
I wanna see how this story ends. If I'm not lying.
if anyone sees a bird moving, shoot first, ask questions later.
Kate is
If I
not
had one of
happy
them
with
beggars,
it.
I would. But nah.
Are we ready?
Insight check, Cade.
Yeah, sure.
I need to stop rolling, guys.
Kate is very clearly changed in her whole demeanor about the thing. There is a vindication that is around everything that she said since this last encounter.
So we're ready to go? You're done with the thing you guys were doing with the liquids?
I think he's done spilling it everywhere.
Oh, was it supposed to be spilled everywhere?
No.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, Boko also shakes his head.
No.
No.
Okay.
Before we move
Yes.
on, remember what I said?
Shoot all birds. Yes.
That giant squids don't come out of the sky often.
That was a lie.
Yes, but remember, we take a look. If things look bad, we smash. Anything that moves, we smash. Hit it with a hammer.
I'd like a stipulation. Don't hit me.
So you guys can move. Don't hit you.
Yes.
I've already
Please.
It's like,
been
well,
hit,
at least by that
so-
home is safe.
So we're not trying to be stealthy anymore? Or I guess we weren't being stealthy. So we're going to smash through the walls now.
No, I'm a little worried.
walls-
my
Because I had
whole temple-
issues recently
What?
with walls
Why do you
and
want to
doors.
break the
They seem to be
walls?
hard to hit.
I
No
haven't
one
seen
expects-
anything that's been locked yet.
No one expects anyone going through the wall.
In fact,
They
there's
always
not even
guard the
been any
door.
doors in here.
Everything's been open.
There were doors to enter the building. There haven't been doors since.
Even more so, they never suspect going through the wall.
Sindri, I want you to take 2 seconds to assess these walls and tell me honestly if you think you can smash through them.
I'd like to assess the wall's durability.
Okay. You
Mostly because I'm trying to find a way to take some of the wall with me and have it fit in with the mirror.
you got like a stonecraft tools or anything like that?
Yep, I have masonry tools.
Masonry
which I have
tools,
expertise
yes.
in.
Yeah, go ahead and make me a check with that.
All right. Nat 20. Bam.
Oh damn!
You have
They do exist.
This stone the entire time
yeah,
you guys
you
were
have
doing this
literally
stuff.
been looking at the stone since you walked into this city. You know that it is eroded by water, and so it's not magical or innately strong. You know that it's really well crafted, so it's probably pretty tough innately, but you're also pretty strong. You think that you could probably do some damage to it. Maybe it might take you a few swings, but you think that you'd have a better shot at this than whatever that alien squid thing was that you couldn't even hit.
Or, yes.
Dimensional wall.
I can probably smash through the wall. I am quite strong.
In one go to effectively surprise someone.
Or if it
Depends
isn't,
how
the rest of us
long
can be at
someone-
the door, and then they'll be distracted by the wall, and we'll surprise them at the door.
Okay, no need to draw out what was supposed to be a very quick point, but, talking to a wall. Anyways, let's just keep moving. Remember,
Not a wall, I'm a giant.
smash anything that moves that's not your party.
Aye, Captain.
I wish you would have told him that yesterday.
You know, I thought it was implied, but I've learned that it's best just to say what you mean explicitly.
It's not my fault. The doggy moved him in the way. Or the bear. It was a bear, yeah. The bear moved him in my way.
The larger than average doggy.
I got engulfed.
All right, are we gonna move further in to whatever horrors await?
I think we're moving.
Onwards to adventure,
Alright.
and possibly more bird people.
So moving back into the main hall, you continue down, and it's only a few more minutes before that hall begins to open up. The maybe 30-foot ceiling begins to just slope up until nothing, and it looks like a giant greenhouse, as there are plants surrounding this grass-floored central chamber, or really rear chamber of this temple, and you see in front of you just this massive tree that is grown out and completely encompasses the center point of your vision. And down at the base, there is just this bright orange glow that pulses and emanates outwards. And in front of it, you can see this arrangement of a circular kind of series of platforms that seem to rise up. And there are arches that kind of surround this circular center. And as you get closer, you can see that there are some sort of shadows, some sort of silhouettes up above. And these are high walls, and so you see them briefly for moments in between. But you're down on this ground, on this grass floor, and these are all raised platforms, maybe 100 feet out from you at this point, and the tree another 100 feet beyond that. But it is just this massive tree that silhouettes up the entire back wall of this final chamber.
Is the tree an actual living tree, or does it also look like stone?
At least from this distance, it appears to be a living tree. And what you can actually see, Sindri, is throughout the branches, because there is kind of this stone wall behind it, but throughout the branches there are those blue lights that just light up the entire thing that form this massive silhouette. And so you can see the entire tree as it reaches up, and even as it gets up to the top, you can see where its branches start to part, and you can see rays of sunlight kind of shining through the thick branches that you saw kind of at the top of the temple from the outside.
It's stunning.
Now this is something special.
I wonder what that's for. We should get one of the blue lights to keep.
Maybe
We can do that.
way out.
Honestly,
Not saying anything on the way in.
I find this place, I don't know, so oddly contradictory. I mean, most places that are so carved of stone shouldn't have a massive fucking tree in the center of the temple.
I know, ruining the aesthetic, I agree.
Not the point I'm trying to make.
Okay. Well, they are.
Just think about it this way. Maybe that tree will turn to stone.
See, there has to be something that does that. This is apparently a thing. And that's tree in stone. Maybe it's in the process of changing. Do you think that's what the liquid did that you found?
Ooh.
Poured it on the little vine thing, or the organic vines that I cut from.
The outside.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it didn't really do anything to them.
Yet.
Yeah, at least as far as, at least over the minutes that you spent looking at it.
That is a really good point. That's very intriguing.
Roland hasn't turned to stone, has he?
You look
Yes.
you look at the arm, and it's pale, but it doesn't look like it's getting any sort of additional texture to it.
Turning back to the tree, is it like we see there's like the arc and light coming from beneath it at the base, or is it just from...
So at the base of the tree, and it's slightly different than the picture, but at the base of the tree, there is that orange light that is kind of backlighting some sort of structure at the base of where these kind of roots are. And I guess the roots are beneath, but at the base of the tree where it kind of meets the ground, there's this structure, and there seems to be some sort of orange glow coming from behind it. And you can see that there is this large kind of opening where the orange glow is kind of emanating out of to backlight this, these arches and the kind of tiered platforms that are there.
Sindri is going to start walking towards it.
I'm keeping a sharp eye out for giant evil birdman.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
I think I'll stay a couple steps behind Sindri as he approaches.
Did we learn nothing from touching the last orange glow?
Okay, guys, stop making me look so bad.
You're our sin eater tonight. You have all the bad rolls so we can roll well.
I'm gonna be all three in need of a boost next week.
So as
It
you
won't help. You'll just roll one higher each time.
Yeah, so Cade, you are keeping an eye out, and you see just this massive chamber and this tree that has grown up hundreds of feet in and is maybe even dozens, if not 100 feet around. Like, it is massive. And you just kind of scan the edge, and all of the trees are quiet. There's no moving shadows that you can capture. But what you see is this just backlit area of these structures, and you can see something moving on there that catches your eye, something that just doesn't sit right. And you see that there are multiple of these rising platforms that meet to some circular platform in the center, and the arches are all radially arrayed around it. And what you see is moving on top of this circular central structure. And you do indeed see a figure that stands, at least from your best guess at this distance, probably about somewhere between 8 and 10 feet tall, standing over some sort of table. And there is very clearly a shape on the table. Even from 100 feet away, you can see this. And Sindri is now maybe 60, 70 feet with Boko behind as you're kind of taking a second to get all this in. And you can see that this tall, large black silhouette is doing something, and there is another shape laid across this table.
Does it look like one of the bird people?
What was that, Nick?
Does it look like one of the bird people?
So at least for now, you haven't quite caught sight of this. This is Cade kind of peering at a large shape, kind of looking over something that is much smaller on the table.
Okay. Cade very quickly and quietly, taps Sindri and Boko on the shoulders and kind of makes a motion to stop, and just whispers, "The bird creature is on the platform, and he definitely has some...
Pull out my hammer.
And he has something on his altar. Possibly another humanoid."
Pulls out second hammer.
"I think we should spread out and proceed with caution."
Well, at that, can I attempt to set up my left arm so that it can hold the barrel of the rifle.
I told you we gotta tie it to the rifle.
No, so I've kind of been letting it go because it's been mostly RP, but your hand has no function. Like it is not able to hold anything. The paralysis of it makes the hand unusable.
Just tie your wrist to it.
So you gotta lay down, set the barrel between your feet, and use that as like a bipod.
Ask Gale for one of his revolvers.
Gale left with Tove and Jasira.
I know.
Yep. Okay. Rifle stays on the back and the short sword comes out then.
Not the dagger?
If I'm only going to have one, why make
How
it
big is this
smaller
thing
damage
that's...
Because you've done
Is there
so well
like
with the
something
dagger.
blocking the creature's view of us?
So
there is a higher.
There's a central circular platform that is raised up maybe 10-20 feet above the ground. Around it are multiple other kind of staired platforms that rise up and don't quite meet it, but seem to rise up. And then around that, there are multiple arches that are made out of stone, large stone pillars that rise. And some of them have kind of fallen over and been broken. But there's multiple things that are kind of in between that was blocking vision. And it was only Cade who got kind of a perfect view right down these that was able to see this for what it is.
All right, I'm going to get down with my short little stature self with my hammer, and I'm going to start just across the ground, trying to be quiet to sneak up towards the creature, very excitedly, so not necessarily the best at stealthing.
Okay. And you said the rest of you are kind of trying to spread out?
I think I'll probably try to go on the opposite side of Sindri to keep distance from him.
Okay.
And also try to move stealthily.
All right. So
Clyde's going to stay with Roland because he's the invalid today. Hiding behind him.
Also, you have a good point there, Clyde. Dagger does work better. It's got a larger crit range. Forgot about that.
Mm-hmm. New changes.
Mm-hmm.
My dice was about 10.
Let's see if I can stealth though.
Okay, so you guys kind of try to array out in this pattern as you get closer, and begin to softly.
I am your shadow.
Yeah, you begin to slowly and quietly step forward.
Ooh, most of us.
Oof.
Table
Cade
destroyed,
trips
more
over the
attention.
second
It's
hammer.
fine.
I can't believe
Cade is
Sindri is
looking at
quieter
the
than I am.
Trips over the tree root.
Sindri,
I mean, if we're doing a group stealth check, we're okay.
Sindri is in commando mode and is just like in his element as he's focused entirely
Two
on
hammers.
this. Yeah, just totally focused in
He's
this
so
moment.
ready to smash something.
And yeah, you guys begin to approach, and Cade, as you're kind of walking up, there's just this stone that is scattered across the ground, and one of it kind of catches your foot, and you kind of stumble and kind of fall down into the ground and look up, and nothing has changed. You're now much closer. You're maybe 60, 70 feet away from whatever is happening here, but you kind of look up, and it doesn't seem that anyone noticed or moved, and you kind of quickly scurry up into some brush nearby as all of you begin to move closer. It is still fairly dim here, but you do have that kind of backlit orange light coming from out of the base of the tree, really. Is anyone trying to do anything? Is there any preparation or...
Can I try to climb up one of the arches to be over him?
So the arches surround. So they're arches. They don't go over the center. They kind of surround. They're kind of like arched doorways, kind of. But it's like one big circle, and then another circle, and then a middle circle. And so the arches are the outer circle. The kind of raised platforms are the middle, and then that circular platform is the center.
So it's unlikely I could jump from the top of the arch.
Yeah, it's 40, 50 feet
Even
away.
as a large creature.
Yeah, even as a large creature, based on the stature and the state of these, you'd very possibly and probably break one of them if you tried to stand on it as a large creature.
Sindri would know this. He knows stone. So he will not do this.
That arch cannot sustain my size.
Yeah. So he'll run around to be behind him, and he's going to try to like charge him through the open area from the back and get bigger as he, I don't know what everyone else is doing, but that's Sindri's plan. Is he's going to charge from the back and like grow bigger with each step until boom.
Clyde is following right behind Roland.
So you are moving around behind and then kind of
Taking a
rushing
blind
towards
spot.
this.
Blind charge.
Okay.
I'm going to be sneaky till the back, and then I might even start yelling, running at him. He's probably going to start yelling.
Is anyone else doing anything as Sindri is sneaking around before this happens?
Going to the other side from Sentry.
I
Yeah.
imagine as Boko and Sindri have split up and Sindri sort of cuts back and dashes forward, Boko does not have time to react and mimic that. So he'll probably be maybe 20 or 30 feet back by the time he realizes Sindri is charging.
Cade would have just taken a different angle approach just to basically kind of get us. We're like hopefully encircling the platform is the intent.
Yeah, you all are moving closer and closer. And Sindri, as you kind of rear up and begin to charge and rush forward, I am going to have you guys all roll some more initiative once I pull you onto this page.
Just making
I've
myself
never
big
seen a map
before
more
the initiative.
destroyed by
Is
lighting.
Cesare.
No.
Would I have been able to
the
start
shadows
making
are rough
myself
in this
big?
map.
Yeah, if you want to. Where's the
Awesome.
there's the tracker.
I'm going to be like last in the order, so probably doesn't matter.
Necessarily. So you're going after
Oh,
five.
wow. Perfect tie.
All right.
It's on, man.
Fisticuffs.
Narratively, I should go first.
Narratively, you should.
I mean,
But actually, I probably won't.
Yeah, the whole party's stealthing. Are we attacking? Okay.
so essentially, Sindri, you are yelling and getting off your enlarge, and that's kicking off initiative, and then everyone is reacting to that. And so your reaction to that may not be as fast as someone else who was watching you do this and be like, all right, I'm ready when things hit the fan.
I've changed
Someone just
color
has
of
the
my
gun
dice.
waiting.
Roland is still stealthing until like the yell and the first clang of a hammer rings out, and he's just like, "Wait, what? I thought we were stealthing."
We were. He's not.
Roland's paralyzed arm is now functioning like an immovable rod. He's just like,
At least it's functioning as something. Also, oh my gosh, the lighting is.
Yeah, it's going to be a
Terrible.
pain. I'm going to
It's
tell you that
rough.
now.
that's fine.
I'm basically like toggling my character between two spaces with the intent of being at my head going like this.
All
It is
right.
Cesare, fuck.
And
Okay,
as
wait.
yeah,
Just to clarify, is Cesare the one that got like dog
God,
snatched at the
Cesare's
beginning?
nice.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
um
Well, I'm
this is
glad I
where we
haven't
could've
drank
found
the
Clyde.
Cesare yet. Yeah. That would have been rough.
and with this, Sabine is going to kind of begin to cut this off as she was closest to Sindri. She sees this happening, and she curls off up one of these platforms out of view. And Clyde, that'll bring us to you first.
Clyde is stealthing, and he is going to continue stealthing. Was that half movement?
Yep.
Alright, well, I can't see where I'm going, but I'm going to go 1, 2. Okay, that did not help. Okay, it's even darker.
There are multiple things obfuscating this light that make it very difficult to see here.
That's fine. No,
You kind of bump into Cade when you go behind the pillar.
oh, I can't even tell there's a pillar, so that's fine. I don't have my lamp out yet. Okay, do you think I should get the lamp out? I can't see a damn thing.
At this point, whatever helps.
Alright, my action will be to light up my lamp so I can fucking see.
Alrighty.
Thank you for that 8 hours, Boko.
Okay, so that is bright 15, low 15, right?
Yes.
Figured I would get Wrath of Clyde if I just dumped a flask of oil on the floor.
Yes. Why? No, that's throwing. 15 and then dim light additional 30.
Additional 30, okay. Good to know.
I
Alright.
love how when I was picking cantrips for my character, I looked at light and went, that would be useful because he doesn't have dark vision. Nah, light is the most commonly picked cantrip. Someone else will have it.
Someone else will have it. I had the same thought. Look where we are.
And then you got put in a party with 2 non-casters and 2 half-casters, so...
Alright, Boko.
I have rune magic. I might as well be a caster.
Can I opt to go after
Good. I
Sindri?
can see people now.
For thematic
this
reasons.
Is important for things.
Yeah, sure. Sindri, if you wanna go here, I'm gonna change this. If you're kind of waiting on this, since you guys did roll the same, we'll say that he takes that. Alright, so Sindri, you have enlarged your size as you begin to yell.
Real
And I have been slightly closer.
Nope, this is where you come in.
Versus. Alright, he's going to run up. Come on, fucking. You won't let me
You
move?
fit through there?
Oh, I had the wrong thing.
Oh, yeah,
I was just going to run up on top of this and jump.
Okay.
My blind spot. I can see your foot.
What does it look like down there? How high is this thing I just ran up on? That might
So
be
yeah, you rush up, and it was maybe kind of a 5-foot incline up, but then it's now an additional drop down because the lower ground kind of descends, and so it's a good 15 feet between you and what you see is a thin layer of water below.
Does it look like it would hurt me to jump it? That doesn't matter. So what is the situation going on here with the bird? And
Yeah, so as you get up on her, you see that this bird-like creature is looking over this blackened stone table, and stretched across it, you see a small gnomish figure that you are able to identify as Cesare. However, there is an incision across the center of the chest that is splayed open.
Ooh. That's not good. That's
I
not
can fix
good.
this.
And you can also see the additional damage that happened during the initial fight with the hounds is still there. I can't remember if it was his shoulder or his leg.
I think it was both.
It may have
Trapped
been.
off by
Yeah.
2.
Alright, I'll run up to the top of here, and leaping off, I'm going to yell, "Hey, ugly!" And I'm going to chuck my pickaxe at the bird.
Okay. And so you're throwing it and then jumping, or while you're jumping, or what's the order of operations here?
I think it'd be cool if I do it while jumping.
All right, so you jump up and just chuck this thing at it. Go ahead and roll me an athletics check and an attack roll.
Alright, get advantage on athletics, because I'm big. Oh, well, that's okay.
Do you have inspiration?
I do. I don't think it matters too much for this. I'm just jumping 10 feet, and I am 14 feet tall. So,
Hopscotch.
I'm jumping like shoulder height here. This is actually like mid
You gotta
chest.
scramble up.
And then an attack roll with my 17.
All right. So you go and step up onto this and begin to leap up off of the edge and land down on the platform as you vault the wall and land on this raised platform, and just in the middle of the air just toss out this hand axe, and it just flies right behind the creature's head and just continues off behind it. Did not seem to land.
Oh no.
Alright. Bonus action, I'm going to cast Blade Ward, and then I'm going to action surge and smack it because I was told to hit the bird. So we're going to hit the bird. So with my maul.
Alrighty.
Snipe.
And as you are up here, I need you to first go ahead and make me a wisdom saving throw.
Ooh, okay. Yeah.
That's nice. What is the... All right. So you see as this creature, you turn to it and just one of the single eyes just clocks you moving towards it. And you see this just wave of orange wash towards your vision and hits you and cascades over your head. And you're able to shake it off just barely as it tries to latch onto you. And you can go ahead and make that attack.
Row.
Right. I clicked, nothing happened. Oh. I'm going to use inspiration to reroll that.
Okay.
I want to hit it.
Here comes the 13.
Come
13.
on.
No.
Why are you taking so long to roll?
It's thinking.
Hey.
Dang. So as you just, this wave washes over you, and for a minute you feel like you're gonna swing wide, and then you just kind of correct in the middle of the swing and swing down hard into the creature's shoulder, and you see a puff of black feathers. Go ahead and roll me damage.
Let's go, Birdface.
What if there are a bunch of these bird things?
And it dies in one shot.
Oh no.
I'm also going to use my fire rune at the same time. Gonna hit him. Fire rune. Oh, ignore the first 6, but that'll do 6 extra fire damage and a strength save.
All right, strength save. And what's the DC?
13.
All right, so he does pass the strength save. Oh yeah, it's right there. And so that will be 24 points of damage. Anything else, Sindri?
Is he bigger than me?
He's slightly shorter than you.
Come on, Tiny, let's do this! And that'll be my turn.
And as you slam into the shoulder of this creature, it doesn't seem to have too much of a response. But you do see, as now the one eye was looking at you, now a second eye kind of turns up to focus on you. And just in case anybody else forgot, let's see.
No,
Yeah.
we didn't forget.
Beautiful. Definitely did not forget.
Alrighty. And that will bring us to Boko.
Boko is going to rush forward and seeing...
We are the
this is
stealthiest
perfect.
of parties.
This is perfect. Yeah, Boko rushes up, sort of presses his back against the pillar and glances out over at the creature. And the only person that has visual of Boko is Roland. And
Can Roland see him?
yeah, so Boko, Roland gets to see this. Boko sort of prepares himself and touches his chest, and there's this sort of purple light that begins pushing through his skin, and he vomits this line of just ichor across 30 feet towards the fucking bird. He is going to caustic brew. I'm going to try to spare Cesare's body from this. I should be able to get just enough on the bird.
Why did you have to do this on my right side instead of my left?
Go ahead and roll me an intelligence check.
It's okay. Kate can see this too.
Oh, I changed the color of my dice and it happens.
Okay. Yeah, so you get this just barely line along the edge of where Cesare's head is laying and kind of up at an angle onto this platform because you're now down, you're about 10 feet below where this creature is. And so you launch this line of caustic brew up, and it's a dexterity saving throw. It does pass, and so I don't know, does it take any effect?
I don't think it does.
Yeah, so it there's just a kind of a flash as the shadows kind of flicker for a moment, and the line just falls right down below, and the creature is still standing where the line was, but the line somehow almost looked as if it passed through it, and it's just burning on the ground beneath where it stands before the acid just kind of dissipates. Anything else, Boko?
Boko cracks his knuckles and goes, "Guess we're gonna have to do this the old-fashioned way." Nope, that's it.
All right. Cade.
Okay, so Cade will, because short rests are awesome. Cade's gonna activate her star shape and gonna go with Archer. Okay, sorry, I was just clarifying whether I can make an attack on this turn. It's next turn I can make an attack with it.
All right.
Oh no, it is when you activate this form. Never mind. Okay, so I will activate my star form and then try and shoot it with a nice luminous arrow.
All right, go for it.
So yeah, I take out I do the one side step and then shoot.
Yeah, and Boko, I need you to make a wisdom saving throw at the end of your turn.
Okay. Archer. I think we determined a 16 misses.
Yes, as you kind of launch this attack towards the creature, it just, from the angle that you're at, it flies just slightly above. You need to just pull down your aim just a little bit as it passes over the creature's head, and it doesn't even seem to move or react.
Okay, follow up guiding bolt.
All right, go ahead and roll that one.
Wow. Okay, can't roll anything now. It's fine.
Yeah, this time you're kind of uncertain. Again, this creature, it reacted so fast whenever you tried to do something before that you were just ready for it, and you try to pull around, and as you're launching this, and it just kind of clips the edge of the stone and just kind of blasts right in front of you, and you kind of pull back yourself around the edge of this arch. But it does not hit the creature.
Okay, well, you win some and you lose some. I will step back out. Cade, just if it matters, for I shed 10 feet of a 10-foot radius of bright light and an additional 10 feet of dim light.
Okay.
I light this lantern.
What am I even here for? Okay.
I'm like one of those things that you have as a kid that you turn on and the constellations light up your bedroom ceiling.
Yeah.
That's what Cade is.
Oh goodness. All right. And that will bring us to Thashalt. And Thashalt is going to. We're gonna try. What's the
Time
range?
for more testing.
Somehow.
Did you just say, let's see, where is Jasira?
No, I said it's going to shoot Jasira somehow.
And knock down a wall on the way.
Alrighty. Let's see. What's the range on these?
Let's see, where's Jasira?
Well, just not here. He might have his first miss ever.
Yeah, so just tries to move up beside one of the pillars and just fires these cannons up, and trying to avoid Sindri from the direction that he's at, they just kind of scatter to the side, neither of them colliding with the creature. Coming close, but again, this creature everything just seems to narrowly miss it. And that'll bring us to Roland.
Okay. wisdom save at the end of the turn, yes?
Yep.
Not at the beginning. Okay. It's kicked off, so he's gonna value mobility over stealth at the moment while he's way back here. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
The Schalt is here.
6 to get up to there. Get a good look at what's going on. And then, as a bonus action, he will go ahead and dash and kind of just hop up onto the table and stand over Cesare's body, and just as part of the motion of clambering up onto the table, strike down with the dagger.
So
towards
this
the bird.
central platform is 15 feet above where the water is.
Oh.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So you can
I
try and
thought
climb
Sindri
up
had
it, but it'll
walked
be in
straight up.
athletics.
Okay,
No,
never
Sindri ran up one of the so there's around it are multiple staired platforms. He ran up one of them and jumped from it to the center.
Gotcha. I can't see that because of the lighting.
Yes. And you probably just saw this giant flying through the air.
I mean, if it's a 15-foot platform with ramps leading to it, I would go up a ramp.
So the ramps aren't leading to it. The ramps are leading up to smaller platforms. So the things that you can't see, they're walled platforms. So they've got like a 4-foot wall up them. And there's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them surrounding. And they're all rising up to the same level, but are all about 5-8 feet away from the central platform. And that's why I had to jump.
He could have gone this way, right?
Yes. That is another platform. And if you want here,
Is there something preventing me from doing what Sindri did?
No, I don't think so.
Okay,
Can you
I
see?
will do what
Does
Sindri did.
that help you? Oh, wrong
It
command.
helps me see
Hello.
myself quite well.
Do I have this?
His one good
correctly?
We
You
should
could be
all do
holding
what
your
Sindri
rifle
did.
just like that. It'd be fine.
Oh, because you don't have any light coming from you. You have no vision. That makes sense.
Yeah. I have
Um,
no dark vision. I am not emanating light. I
Yes.
cannot see
You could have
the
grabbed
So
the
you-
torch, you could
you-
have grabbed the lantern.
so you kind of try to emulate Sindri as best you can. Go ahead and roll me an athletics check, but it will be at disadvantage.
to get up the ramp or to make the jump.
To make the jump. Getting up to the ramp is easy enough.
Can I get one more square on the ramp?
Sure. You want to get like right here? Like right on the edge? Sure, I'll allow that. Kind of leaning
If I
forward.
can't quite see well enough to make the jump, I'll throw the dagger.
Okay.
I don't have bless running.
Yeah, so you kind of move up and you're unsteady on this because trying to find your footing as you're kind of moving up this kind of and they're kind of like thin stairs as they kind of step up, and it's just unnatural, and so you're kind of off and you try to lean down and forget that your arm is just non-moving and try to throw it, and it just is off balance and it slams into the actual table in front of it and kind of falls right in front of where that table is.
Yep. He'll just mutter something under his breath and draw the other dagger.
Alrighty. And Sindri, you watch as now the larger, kind of more central eye focuses on you, and you just feel this piercing pain and pressure wrapping around your mind. I need you to make me another wisdom saving throw.
Oh, do I need a wisdom save at the end of my turn?
Yes, you do. Thank you. Nice.
Sindri's bossing this. I've been told to smash, and we were smashing.
Yep, there we go.
All right, Roland, I need you to roll me a d6.
I mean, that was 4 times as good as my attack roll, so...
All right.
I'm the closest. Please don't.
Roland, as you see this creature and you see as one of its eyes just kind of looks over towards you, you watch this wave of orange just rush towards you, and it just blocks your vision, and all you can see is orange, and you are blinded.
He was blind before.
The one good eye.
At
is
last,
blind.
you've gained citrus sight.
Well, and Fashalt, funny you should join at this point, because the same thing happened to you on your turn.
No, the power of citrus sight is too good.
Join me for mimosas while everyone else fights.
But with that, Sindri, you hear just this clicking growl emanate as you resist this effect. And instead, the clicks get louder as you actually see that this creature is actively, its hands are moving across the body of Cesare and actively pulling things out of the body. And it just doesn't stop what it's doing, and the clicks get louder, and you hear those same creature. Oh, I've had the music muted for you guys this whole time. Fun. My B guys.
Stream could hear it.
Yeah. But you hear that same growl as hounds emerge from outside, or from the sides rather. So we got these ones.
Doggies.
So my vision goes orange, and then I just hear
Yep, pretty much.
from behind me.
And
You would
let's
throw
see.
both your hands up, but it only goes like this.
Oh wait, no.
Okay, and so that will put.
I will remember this tomorrow night.
I'm
let's
absent
see.
tomorrow night. I'm sorry.
I will remember that as well.
Come back. Sorry, you died repeatedly.
And at this point, Sabine kind of rushes up and moves over to the, kind of makes the jump and moves over to the other side and swings out with her blades towards the creature and hits with both of those.
Must be nice.
Hasn't distracted it.
Then
Smack its
18
face.
points of damage to the creature. And so that is 18 points of damage to the creature as it slices in, and the creature just takes its claws at the end of her turn and slices out towards Sindri. And Sindri, what's your AC right now?
16.
Yeah, that hits. Okay. And so that will deal 9 points of slashing damage to you, Sindri.
Alright, half the 4.
Alrighty. And Clyde, it is your turn.
Okay. It'd be a real nice sight to see Starlight defeat the Dark Mistress, so try not to miss this time. And I'm going to be giving you my ability that gives you a plus D6 on all your next attacks. So you get a plus 2 on all your next attacks, so enjoy.
Cool. It comes with a glare, mind you.
And then I'm going to move 1, 2. I just want to be able to see things. 4, 5. Perfect. Sindri, I thought it only took you one smash. And you're going to have Bardic Inspiration.
Insulting me?
That'll
The
work.
way of the bard is a mysterious one.
It's rage encouragement, despite the fact you're a fighter.
Yeah. I might as well rage. It's fine.
And
Hit level
that's
7,
my
I get my
turn.
own rage.
I help
Alright.
people only to now get eaten by this doggy. Uh-oh.
At the end of your turn, it will make another attack onto Sindri. Another hit. And this one, Sindri will
Ooh, that
deal.
would hit? No,
Yep.
don't. Reroll that.
Okay.
I'm going to use all my things. Silvery barbs.
That one misses. As it
Aha!
swings out, you just see this. It's almost instantaneous. But Clyde, you're watching this time, and you toss out this silvery magic, and it just pulls it away from Sindri just enough. And who are you giving the advantage to?
Roll and snap out of it. The
All
whip
right.
snaps towards you.
Tosses it towards Roland. And
I feel useful.
the creatures will now begin to move. And
And be like, wait to do that for later. I have resistance for like 2 rounds, and I really want to miss.
okay, let's see if they can clear the jump. Okay. So one of them rushes up the side and tries to clear the jump and doesn't quite make it and lands down in the puddle and just begins to move and races forward towards the next thing that it can see, which is Clyde. And it does get cry. This hound just kind of jumps over and trips and falls and kind of picks itself back up and races towards you. The other one races over.
Attack of opportunity.
No, it didn't ever make the jump. It kind of tried to jump and kind of hit the edge and fell down. It never made it close. And this one will jump kind of right next to Sabine as it ends up there. And these two will rush out towards Boko. And
Oh no.
so that'll be an attack onto Sabine. That'll hit. And then 2 attacks onto Boko.
My AC is reduced by 1 from my grievous injury.
Oh no! You still haven't recovered your HP, so if they crit, you're just down.
Okay. So that is...
I too like to live dangerously.
what's the AC at now? With the
16.
reduction? 16? Okay, well, one of them was a 15, so you only get hit once. And no crits. Okay, so on to minimum damage with 4 piercing damage to Boko, and 7 piercing damage to Sabine.
Boko, live!
Yeah, some from before. Alrighty, and
I am in trouble.
at the end of its turn, it is once again going to try and make a strike against Sindri.
Man, I'm really glad I made resistance. I thought it was going to be wasted.
And that will hit.
Can't save you this time.
So that's a... where are we? 13 points of slashing damage, half to 6.
Yeah. Man.
And Sindri, it's your turn.
All right. Well, at the end of the creature's turn, I'm going to make the dog near Boko, nearest me, make a wisdom save as my reaction.
Okay.
I accidentally moved myself. Go back.
I believe that is going to be a failure.
Awesome. So it is.
That's an 8.
My stone rune. So it is charmed, its speed is 0, and is incapacitated. So I'm just gonna like turn and glare at one of the dogs near Boko, and it just freezes.
It is gripped by you.
I will turn to the bird creature and be like, hiding behind your dogs, and try to smash it again.
Alright, give me an attack roll.
Ah!
You do have inspiration or bardic inspiration. I don't know if it'll.
Ooh, what is that? Is that D6?
It's a D6 right now.
Yeah.
Is it 16?
So you
Oh,
slam
no.
down, and again, this creature doesn't even move. It is focused on what it's doing, and one of the eyes is just tracking you, but all the other eyes are focused down on the body. And you slam down, and it looks like you have it lined up, and you just slam down, and there is a poof of feathers, but no reaction from a hit.
I will bonus action cast Blade Ward again, and that'll be the end of my turn.
Alrighty.
As there's no way I could have got advantage all
Is
the stuff.
Blade Ward is typically an action, right?
Yes, but my because the racial Earthkenazi gets to use it as a bonus action a number of times as a proficiency bonus.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
So that was my last bonus action Blade Ward. I still get it as an action, but the bonus actions are done.
Okay. Boko, that brings us to you.
I think we're gonna have to live a little dangerously here. I think we're gonna have to just make a break from these hounds. So without disengaging, so I think at least one of them gets an attack of opportunity.
Yep.
Boko is going to rush to here. See if one of them hits me.
Yep, it does.
So bad.
It's another 6 points of piercing, and you are grappled.
Oh, that's not great.
Damn. Well, this is not good.
You still have your action.
Yeah. I am going to make a main hand offhand attack. Let's go. Damn, I just got my hit dice back too. With the leg.
19 will hit.
For 9 points, and then we're gonna try to lash out with the dagger and see if we can pump some damage into this creature.
Alrighty.
21.
That'll
And
hit.
we are going to spend. Let's spend. Yeah, I'm in trouble. I'm gonna spend all 3 of my hit dice, and I'm gonna try to pump all of this into him. So I'm gonna roll 3d8.
Okay.
Yo.
Rough him up.
So it'll take 5 extra points.
Oh.
Off 3d8? What?
It's half the 3d8.
Yeah. That's all right.
Double one.
It's
so-
died. Is your con flat?
No, that's not taken into account for this.
Yeah, I don't think
Okay.
my con gets added.
Nope.
And so yeah, Boko lashes out with the leg, and then as he draws the dagger, it comes out, and the blade cutting through the air just leaves this purple trail behind it as he stabs into this creature. I don't think that's going to be enough to free me, is it?
No, it is not.
That's unfortunate. That's all I got.
Alrighty. Cade, that brings us to you. You've got the +2 to your attacks. It's just this turn, right, Cade? Or Clyde?
Yeah, well, it's until the
That's
end of my next turn.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Seeing dogs pretty close, I will do a guiding bolt against the one that's got Boko grappled. Let's see if I've got more luck hitting this time.
Hey!
Oh, yes.
Hey, that'll do it, lass.
That'll do.
Okay, cool.
What dog?
Shame to waste the advantage on the next attack, but damn.
Wow.
Boko needs to live.
Oh, this is on the creature, the dog.
Yeah, it's the one grappling Boko.
Okay.
Boko's like, help, I'm dying, and there's just this ray of sunlight.
Yeah.
Turns this dog into a fucking powder.
Oh man. Okay. Let's see that. Yeah. There is literally just this small mote of starlight that just expands into this small little comet that just incinerates a part of the dog, and it is just melting down in ash as its ribs just give out, and it just kind of coughs up and just collapses in front of you.
Okay, and then bonus action, I will take an archer shot at the one that's in front of Clyde.
All right, go for it. An 18 will
16
hit.
Oh yeah, 18, yeah. Okay, so yeah, and then, so, boom, blast goes and incinerates the one by Boko, and then Clyde, you just see another like bolt of light just flies right over your shoulder, right by your cheek, and then goes right into the other dog for 8 radiant damage.
Nice.
I think I might have peeved her.
And then I'll step back behind the pillar.
All right, Thishalt, that brings us to you. You are off to the side, and you are currently blinded, but you can hear the sounds of battle around you.
Okay. Oh boy. So I'm just blind then. I can do everything else.
Yep.
Yeah, you've hit things blind before.
Yeah, you
I
actually
have
shoot
been
better
made-
blind.
It was
I
just
know, it's
zero,
crazy.
but potato, she isn't here right
It's
now.
fine. So, with that being said, so did I hear Boko call for help?
And then meekly offer a thanks after help was very...
You kind of hear a
Perfectly
little
delivered.
bit of it. It seems to be coming from a good distance away and kind of blocked by things.
Fair. Alright, so just kind of hearing that, I guess I'll try and listen to see if I hear, like, because the dogs, I mean, they don't really they really make a noise? I mean, I guess they probably make growling
Yes,
noises
they are
and
making
whatnot.
lots of
When they're
noises.
crunching your bones, they make noises.
Can I like make out the sounds of one of them?
No.
Kind of, yeah. You can hear one nearby.
Ooh. And then the only other person near me is Roland?
Very.
You haven't seen anyone near you.
Wait. Actually, I've got a better
Everyone's
idea. Okay, I'm going to call out. Hold on. Who's near me? Who can see?
Replies.
Yeah, no one really replies.
I mean, Cade will just quietly say, behind you on your right.
Wait, so can I get the Cade?
You hear her voice. You can try and move that direction.
I mean, I guess I'll try. I'll just call Cade. See one of them.
Sorry, what did you say?
Yes.
Asking if Kate can see one of them?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm going to do my best to get over next to Cade.
Okay, so you kind of...
I know I'm blind, but I'm going to try.
You are blind and moving over stone, so let's roll a general dexterity save at disadvantage.
Ooh.
Yeah. So you make it about 5 feet before you kind of stumble and fall, and you kind of get back up and cautiously move forward. But you've only made it a few steps with your movement. With all of that said, so you're maybe halfway to her.
Isn't there a light around the bar right now? And around Sindri?
He is blinded.
He's
Blind.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, never
That's why
mind.
we're all being quiet so as to not get shot.
I'm just gonna hit the ground. I'm just gonna hit the ground. Ah, Cade, what direction did you say it was?
Don't say over here. Don't say over here. Don't say over here.
Maybe it's best you just slap yourself into sight.
Slap yourself into sight.
I mean, Cade got hit pretty hard and came out of it, so...
And I'm just gonna call it. All right, fair enough. And I'm just not going to shoot anything.
Alrighty. And Roland, that'll bring us to you.
Wait, do I get the wisdom save or actually, no, I don't know if that's the blinding effect is for that.
No, there is no
Thank
save.
you for removing all of
There is no save. Crap.
Okay, so as an action, going to cast Bless because I do not have to see my targets.
Okay.
I got a look at where the position of everyone was when I threw the dagger before I lost my sight, so I know Sindri is next to the big thing.
Yep.
I know I need help on the upcoming save, and I can hear Boko getting the shit chewed out of him to my right.
Actually, probably in the best condition ahead of us.
Me?
So
Yeah, you have no active enemies on you right now. You're the only
He's
one.
talking about Roland, not Boko.
It cost me
No.
half my hit points,
Yeah,
though.
you're good.
yeah.
So, yes,
I can hear Boko getting the shit chewed out of him on
Yep.
the right.
you're good,
So I
Roland.
think he needs help. So those three get the bless.
Okay. Anything else?
As a bonus action, I will feel around and try and honk her down by any stone I can to hide.
Yeah, go for it. Roll me a stealth check.
I can still stealth while blind.
Alrighty. You tuck her down into there.
And we're just gonna sit there and try and will sight back into my eye.
You try and focus and will, and even with your eyes closed, all you can see is that amber orange color.
I don't get a save at the end of my turn.
There's no save at the end of your turn. This creature will Let's see. What does it want to do?
Run away like a punk.
It is going to.
I can actually light up your hammer. I can. Permanently.
It is going to now turn its eyes towards its other combatant. Actually, no. That combatant has a wolf nearby. It's gonna try one more thing on Sindri. Sindri, you see as once again this kind of wave of orange energy kind of pulses over your eyes, and I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh yes, that's better. Okay. Finally not a wisdom save. Don't roll it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and as this just orange washes over you can feel it trying to lock up and course over your eyes to blind you, and you are just able to push through and shatter it across your eyes as these scales fall down and shatter across the ground, and you are unaffected by this thing.
Angrier, like, oh, it's on.
And that will be its turn, as its still hands are focused on whatever it's doing with Cesare. And
Sindri, do you want to roll your d4 just for the hell of it and see how high you can get that save?
What kind of fucking question is that?
27 is pretty good. And then it will be Sabine's turn. And so Sabine is going to try and take out this dog first because she knows how debilitating they can be. One of those will hit for 10 points of damage. And she gets one more. That also misses, unfortunately. Clyde, your turn.
Clyde would like to cast invisibility on himself.
Okay. You go invisible.
Clyde is not front end combatant, and these dogs are real close.
So you go invisible, and there's just like
And
a dome of light.
Drops the lamp. But Clyde is going to then move over towards the Shalt and try and get him. Try and aim the Shalt. Oh, drop my lantern here.
Yep, I'll drop it.
Okay. Is it going to attack me?
Nope, it can't see you.
Oh, thank goodness. Alright, the Shalt, you can't see me? Well, okay. Probably should have said that. But I'm a point where you need to aim, alright?
You can't see me.
I can't see much of anything right now, but you were thinking exactly what I was trying to do.
Alright, much safer. I'm not going to get shot if I'm on this side of you. I hope.
Which side?
Sure,
Wouldn't be the first time.
but that is what I want to do.
Alright.
Actually, how far did I move? I want one more, so I'm behind the Shalt. No, thank you. Someone else can get mauled.
Okay. And then it will be these creatures' turn. And the hound up on the pedestal will go ahead and give its wail as its eyes begin to open up. And I need for... let's see. This might not hit everybody. Nope, it does hit everybody. I need everybody to make me a wisdom saving throw.
It's 15 feet above me.
Oh, actually, it is 15 feet above. I didn't take that into account, so it may... Yeah, so Cade and Clyde are out of the radius.
Damn it.
Yeah, this is the whale, and so it extends a good distance.
Thank you for the bless.
Save. 15?
I think 16 is good.
Please? 15?
Okay, and then I need to roll one for Sindri? Okay,
I
so
thought the saves on these were pretty low.
yeah, the save on this is pretty low. And
Yeah, but we normally can't roll well, so we don't know.
yeah.
I don't know. I've
so
seen a
far,
lot of 20s this
those
session.
two are passes. Yeah, wisdom save.
Oh, I'm good.
Oh yeah, you're good. The shot will need one. Let's see what he rolls. Wisdom.
Please, I'm begging you.
That would be a natural one. The shot.
Oh no!
But
don't shoot me. Don't
Everybody else. Everybody else
Citrus
passed.
vision and hearing.
Everyone else passed. And then this one is also going to begin to shake its eyes open, but will only target. Yep, so this one will hit Clyde, Thashalt, Cade, and Roland, though it probably won't do much for you. But I need all four of you to roll me a second. Is this also wisdom? Hold on. Yep, a second wisdom saving throw.
Oh, sure.
Let me guess. Against a blinding effect
Uh,
that I just passed.
not quite a blinding, but it does disorient. And so attacks will be at disadvantage for anyone who fails.
I'm
So yeah.
scared about aiming the shot now.
Good thing I passed that.
Shit.
Okay, what do we want to use for this one? Got too many effects going on.
Doesn't matter. I can't even see my
eyeball.
token. So
I'm supposed to be good at wisdom saves, and then I've had like 0 luck.
Yeah, freaking Jasira who got so many 8s and 1s last time on wisdom saves as a monk. Oh, actually, let me confirm and make sure that Boko's not in this one. Oh, Boko is in this one. Boko, I need you a wisdom save too.
Stop that. Wait.
You've got bless.
bless.
Oh, that's enough anyway. Yep, so you're good.
An 18 is definitely enough.
An 18 is definitely good
I
enough.
should have asked before. This is not a frightening effect, is it?
No, it is not.
Okay, thank goodness.
Alrighty. And at the end of their turn, the creature will try and strike out quickly at Sindri before going back to its work. And that is a 16, which I think just hits your armor class, Sindri.
Yep.
Alright, so that is 12, half down to 6 for you. And it is your turn.
All right, guys. My defense is not gonna be up anymore, so we're gonna want to not have me taking all the hits soon.
Well, it's
okay.
Disney, so have fun. The rest of us are blind or dizzy or stupid.
I was trying to get up there. I got stopped though.
All right.
Thank you for putting
I am
it
going
category.
to. I'm just going to be staring at its eyes. It keeps trying to do all these mind games to me. I'm just staring it down, angry, like, is that all you got? And try to smash it again.
Alright, go for it.
Quartz.
That'll hit. Well, you got a d4 on there, but that already hits.
Yeah. All right. 18.
Nice.
Gosh.
Smack him right into his bird face. His stupid
You
bird
just
face.
smack it into the like shoulder and this large beak that is there. And for the first time, you see as the beak begins to turn in your direction as some of the eyes start to focus more towards you than what it's doing.
He may have made a mistake, but it's too late, and I am not a critical thinker.
And at
as
the,
he slowly turns towards me, I'm gonna look at him and be like, "Yeah, that's right." And then the wounds on my body start healing. A little bit of steam comes off my body. It's like, "Let's go!" We'll do second wind.
okay.
I don't have any more resistances,
So
not
for-
ignore the dynamite on second
Oh,
wind.
that's so sad.
That's so sad. That's a minimum.
Oh
I needed
no.
that.
Boko, it is your turn. There is a one unconscious hound and one incapacitated hound in front of you.
Did you roll to save for the incapacitated hound at the end of its turn?
No, I did not. Thank you. It's still incapacitated.
Kill it.
I am
Throat.
going to kick the ever-living shit out of this hound that is incapacitated.
Alrighty.
taking a down.
I don't think I get
puppy.
advantage or anything
Nope,
on
it's
it.
just in attack rolls, but it has no actions or anything.
That's a lot of damage.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Sindri, does it end whenever it gets attacked?
No, it does not.
Sweet.
It lasts a minute.
Yeah. Then 12
And then-
points of slashing damage to this thing as it is still just kind of slowly moving.
Looking to the creature that just got ashified by the beam of light, is it still breathing? Is it like unconscious?
Is the ash breathing?
It is technically still breathing, but it is down for the count.
Then yeah, I guess we're gonna take the offhand attack and drive it into the incapacitated one as well.
All right, another attack
Gonna
roll.
go with the
At advantage.
bow and knife.
Oh no, never mind.
So you got a
plus?
D4. Yep.
No.
12?
12 does not hit, unfortunately. You kind of swing out at it, and you're kind of looking back behind you, and you just kind of swing without looking. And you're like, ah, shoot, I need to focus.
And it's just sitting there in a dreamy stupor, like.
Just da, 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 da. Okay.
That's it. That's all I've got right
Yep.
now.
And with that, the creature will take another swipe out at Sindri, and Sindri just scrapes a heavy gouge into your armor, but doesn't connect with you. And that'll bring us to Cade.
Okay. Let me move so I can see what's. Okay. Yeah, I want to kind of prevent anything else. Oh shit, that's Roland, isn't it? He's not moving anywhere. It's fine.
He's ducked down in cover.
Yeah, Cade kind of wants to prevent the dogs from coming any closer to what seems to be like, we're partially incapacitated people, so I'm gonna go ahead and throw out spike growth.
Ooh.
And I will put it here so that it gets both dogs.
Do not walk forward.
Yeah, it gets both dogs.
No.
We're in here.
And everyone except Roland is outside of it.
Poor Roland.
So right about there.
Rah.
Oh, hold on. I need to set it so that you can see that. Oh no, you can't see it. Does that look good? Or do you need to reposition it all?
I think that's about right. Let's see. Yeah, that'll be good. So, yep, we're gonna throw out a spike growth, and if it's gonna chase after one of us, I'm gonna at least make it hurt.
Alrighty.
And then it'll be at disadvantage, but I will go ahead and throw out an archer shot at the one that just opened up its eyeballs. This guy.
Yeah. Go ahead and give me that shot.
Yeah. You said disadvantage because of the effect, right?
Correct.
Okay, just making sure that I heard that correctly. So 13 probably misses.
Nope, 13 does not hit. These things are a bit too quick. And you can see that it already is preparing to charge after the Shalt.
Nope. And then
wisdom save at the end of your turn.
Cool. Yeah, we'll tuck right back there. And then let's see if I can roll better. Not at disadvantage. Just
There you
there we go.
Yeah, so things start to coalesce back into a single vision of what's around you as the illusionary effect displaces, or that is displacing things, disperses from you. And now it is the Schultz turn.
About 30 feet.
I'm still blind, but what
Correct.
happened with the ear effect?
So,
Like the screech.
oh, that's right. Thank you. So I need to roll a d10 for you.
Oh,
Yeah, I need to know what happened there.
No.
Just gonna turn around and shoot
spike
Clyde
as far as you
point
can.
blank.
No. Oh, that's so bad.
Oh boy.
Oh god.
You don't have any melee weapons, do you, the Schalt?
Nope.
Okay.
Just my fists.
Yep, so this is just a strength check, which is
Awesome.
Good for
Punching me,
Yep.
asshole.
So
I can't even see him.
Clyde, there is just
Invisible. Ow!
something wraps around the Schultz's mind, and he just swings out back behind as you go to touch him, and you get slugged.
That's a good point. He's blind and Clyde is invisible, both of which should cause
Yes.
disadvantage on an attack roll.
You're right. It should be a disadvantage. Thank you.
roll a natural 20.
Yeah, okay. So he just starts swinging out wildly, and you avoid the 1 point of bludgeoning damage that you would have gotten.
I'm not worried about getting that one
could
on the
have been-
concentration check.
That could have knocked him out of his
true.
invisibility.
That's technically
Yeah.
true. That would have been really funny.
Just like, bonk, hey!
ow.
Oh shit.
All right.
Shit, you can see me. No, I can't.
that is your action, and you feel now as Clyde tries to talk you back into, hey, it's okay. You still technically have your movement and bonus action if you want to do anything with that.
Do not go forward.
I'm sorry. Look. Okay, we have the right
Calm down.
idea, but I'm
Just
not
take
sure
a
what's going on.
deep breath and snap the fuck out of it.
I'm really trying to. Just I guess if I swing at you again, I look. I don't take much to block. I'm gonna be honest.
See if damage will wake you up then.
You try to hit me, I hit you right back. All right,
See what happens.
Roland.
Okay.
You are blessed, stealthed, and blind.
Which means that I cannot see the area when Spike.
No, you don't know
Yes, that is true.
You can
Which,
make a
according
wisdom
to
check.
the spell,
Make a wisdom
which I
check.
just looked up, means that I get a perception check that does not cost an action in order to determine that the
Yep.
area is spike growth.
And this
i.e.,
perception check, you can
ow.
still hear. So I'll
Yeah.
let you still make it.
I can
He's
hear
in
and
the
I can
spike
go.
growth.
Yeah.
Ow,
Oh,
ow,
ow.
ow.
Yes. You can
Oh,
still
no,
make
just
that
doing her
perception
thing.
check.
I don't think an 11 beats
I don't
Kate's
think
spell
so.
save DC.
Nope.
It's not
Alright.
hazardous. Those are some soft spikes.
He's gonna start
Well-
moving south.
Don't lose concentration.
I think
Go ahead.
by the
Ow,
first 5
ow,
feet,
ow,
you would
ow.
know.
Yeah, first, yeah,
But
you
he
take
has
the.
to move 5 feet
Yep.
to get that.
Yep,
So, Kate,
yes.
go ahead and initially roll me 2d4. As Roland,
Yep.
you take your first step and spikes just stab up into your feet from below. As you'll take
As you
14
step
points
on
of piercing.
Legos.
Or
Sorry, 4.
drop that fucking team.
Yes, 4. Whoops.
You fell down on the spikes at the bottom. That's where the 14 comes from.
Super spike growth. Sorry, spike growth.
I do need you to make me a concentration
He's
check.
gonna go one more square before that con save. I'm convinced that the blindness effect is proximity based, so I'm trying to get 30 feet away. So he's gonna move a total of 10 feet for 20 feet of movement, so another 2d4.
All right.
You freaking.
Another 7 points of piercing. Go ahead and roll me a concentration check.
Yeah, at that point he's done.
DC 10.
Moving. Plus is very much still up.
Yeah. Very much.
Yes.
Ooh, nice.
That got him. He moved 10 feet, so that should have him 30 feet away from creature. Could move another 5 feet.
You should have stayed still.
You're next to dog. Hit dog.
If its proximity.
God.
Yeah, he doesn't know exactly what proximity ranges are or exactly how far he is, so he'll stay where he's at.
Alrighty.
Bonus action, try and hunker down in the thorns and hide again.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. And then it is this creature's turn.
Yes.
And
It's gonna go bad.
it, for the first time, Sindri, you watch as it pulls its hands out, and it is these long, sickly black claws that are just coated in this bright crimson blood as it turns towards you and just quickly just slashes with 2 claw strikes.
That looks real bad. Clyde's going to drop his invisibility because it looks like it's going to take this wolf some time to get to me and throw out a silvery barbs.
Okay.
Hey, they could have both missed. You don't know yet.
I don't know.
The first one definitely hits.
Wow.
And then let's see about the second one. That is a 15 on the second. So, well,
Yes.
I guess technically on the first one because that was the reroll. So with the silvery barbs, you once again just barely pull the claw up, and Sindri, you can feel it across the front of your face. But the second one, the magic isn't able to change, and it does hit you for 14 points of slashing. And
Okay,
Clyde,
now they're hurting.
Clyde, who's getting the advantage?
It's a Schalt.
Okay. The Schalt has the advantage as this creature is now just facing Sindri and for the moment has left Cesare where he's at. And that is its turn. And so now it's going to be Sabine's turn. Sabine, seeing this change, she wants to take down this hound first. She's going to try. Okay. Hits with all 3 attacks. Oh. 1, 1, and a 2 for the damage rolls. So, could be better.
All right.
Could be better.
I thought we had 2 front lines here.
And so that hound is still up, unfortunately. And that will bring us to Clyde. Clyde, the visions around you are just blurring right now, and it's difficult. You see 2 or 3 versions of each person around where they stand.
Well, so it's not too different than a late night. You know what? I'm quite happy where I am. I'm going to cast Healing Word on Sindri.
Okay.
You get 5 HP, Sindri. Feel good about that.
Healing word is 60 feet?
Might survive 1 hit.
Yes. Am I within range?
Yeah, you're within 60.
Okay. Alright. And then I am going to action hide behind the Schalt.
Okay. Roll me that
All
stealth
right.
check. Tucking down between the rock.
Oh no!
It's like
not
whenever you
here.
see those kids
I'm still
behind, you see the kids hide behind a sapling. That's what Clyde is doing, just trying to tuck by. But the poor little old halfling is a little chunkier than the Schalt's
I
legs.
don't want to get into
I'm
this fight.
sorry, I don't have my armor built yet.
And that will bring us to.
Wait. If the reason that he fails is because he's chunkier than Thashalt's legs, then what does that say about Roland's legs?
All right, so the hound is going to try
Sea
and make
legs are tree trunks.
an attack
confirmed.
onto Sabine, which hits. That hound is incapacitated, and this hound, it does. Let's see, what is its passive? I don't think it's higher than a 16. Oh, it's a 14. That was kind of close. So it is going after Thashalt. So it will take 1, 2, 3. So go ahead and roll me. Actually, we'll take the first 2. So just roll me an additional 2d4, Cade. So 11 plus whatever you roll.
Did he move? How
Please
many
die
feet
on the
did
way
he
to
move?
me. Please
What?
die on the way to me.
Yeah, I rolled
Did he move 10 feet?
15. So he takes an
15.
yeah. So he takes the 11 from before that you rolled for Roland, and then 2d4 more.
Oh, okay.
So
Another
16
5. So
total.
16.
Nice.
And I did 8 earlier.
Move another 5.
All right, and then it will make an attack onto Thashalt, who is blind, so it'll be at advantage. Thashalt, what's your AC? Oh, it's like 10, isn't it?
It's not great. It turns out I have a 100 gold problem that I've solved halfway at this point.
No, the squishy boys are hanging out together. No.
Okay, so you take 5 points of piercing damage from the bite,
Luckily,
Thashalt.
I have health.
For long.
Oh, I'm working on it.
And Sabine
The hound is
takes
working on it.
Sabine takes 8 points of piercing damage from hers. And let's see if it can break free of the wisdom save. What does it need to make? What's the DC? Is it 13?
Nick.
Sindri?
Oh, it's 13.
13. It still fails.
Yes.
Boko, beat it up.
Thank you, young giant.
Taking out 2 creatures now by myself. But one's about to kill me, so we should click the
Big one still up, so.
All right. And Sindri, it is your turn.
All right.
As you
After
see...
taking that hit,
Yep, go ahead.
Sindri's actually. Oh, like that. I felt that one. Alright, what were you gonna say?
You see as it just quickly, as it is facing towards you, just in the blink of an eye, it just swings a claw back and just carves into Sabine's back as she just arcs up in pain. But it is not taking its attention off of you. And it's just turned. It's still standing in the same spot, but is now turned to face you.
I'm glad to have your attention, Tiny. Let's do this. And I'm gonna smack it again.
Alright, go for it.
Because I'm still bigger than it. That's important. It's important to my character. God damn it.
And as you swing out to it, this creature just reaches up and catches the maul and just kind of pushes it down to the ground.
Alright. This is not going as well as it was.
Can I have that back?
I'm done with the dogs yet!
And you just begin to hear these whispers that seem to just come up on the back of your mind, just kind of itching at the back of your head. And that'll bring us to Boko.
How injured is this Dogi looking?
It looks pretty rough.
Would you allow me to make my offhand attack before I make my main hand attack if I commit to it?
Sure.
I'm gonna try that then. Boko is going to prepare the razor leg, but lash out and try to poke a hole in this dog and potentially finish it off. Nope. Absolutely not. That's pretty good.
Blessed.
Okay, as you just kind of, for a moment, swing out with the knife and you're just off balance, you go to kind of tip over, but you just kind of catch yourself and bounce back up, leg at the ready.
Seeing this thing is pretty heavily injured, even though I didn't really contribute to it just now, and surrounded in spikes, Boko is actually going to leave it here and is going to rush to go help the others. So he's going to go 5, 10. He should be able to get up on top of this thing at the cost of 15 feet because he has a climbing speed. And so, yeah, Boko's leg opens up and just
Getting on top.
finds little nooks in the stone and just he spiders his way up, and when he hits the top, rolls across the deck on his back, bringing the leg over down into the creature nearest to Sabine.
All right, go ahead and roll me that attack.
Does Boko still have inspiration?
Nope.
Oh my god! I just saw back the chat. What the heck is this?
Boko climbs up, rolls off the other side.
Keep rolling.
Roll me another dexterity save.
I'm gonna start keeping a Boko miss counter.
Oh, yo!
Okay.
Let's go!
Okay. So with this, so you roll over and you swing, and the hound actually goes and bites the leg as you're trying to swing. And now you're both trying to pull each other off of this. but you're able to just in this moment catch the momentum, and you can try and fight back. Go ahead and roll me an athletics check here.
Oh, absolutely.
I believe.
Oh my
Let's go.
Damn.
Mogo's coming back, baby.
So yeah,
roll.
as it catches your leg, you just grunt and just push it and slide it as it just tumbles off the top of this and falls down into the water as it's scraping to try and keep up. And it will take 2 points of bludgeoning damage on the way down.
Nice.
As you are standing there, you are still prone on the ground, but it's at least something.
Boko is sort of laying there. It
do
just
that.
takes a second. And he looks at Sabine. Just.
What's up?
Do not tell anybody about this, please.
That was my intention all along.
All right, and that will bring us to Cade.
What a mess.
Yes, you are. We're perfect for each other, apparently. Except I can't get the nat 20s on the fucking saves and the ability checks.
Oops, sorry, I was muted. Yeah, seeing the poor dog on the Schalt and Clyde, I'm gonna attempt to take it out because it's taken a lot of damage from spike growth at a previous shot, so we'll see if I can finish it off this round. Come on. There we go, sorry, things aren't moving. Okay, come on, roll 20. There we go. Sorry, my roll 20, it's like, you have to click twice before it decides to think.
I feel that.
Oh, fuck.
Fuck that dog!
Wow! It's like every other episode. Low rolls, high rolls, low rolls, high rolls. Holy smokes. Yeah.
And yet somehow I'm still almost always on the low roll end.
That is
Good for the win. That's 2 crits. 2 crits, 2 dogs.
You send another streaking arrow just straight towards this thing, and it goes right in one of the main eyes at the front of the head, and there's just a pop on the other side as this just drops down in front of you with the Schalt, and it is you can just hear an impact at your feet.
I'm going to assume that's good.
Cade, anything else?
Yep, and then we're gonna try and help Sindri out, and I'm gonna try and guiding bolt towards the big baddie bird.
Okay.
Okay,
That'll hit.
that's clean. That's clean.
Clean.
For 21 radiant damage.
Damn. Man. Cleric coming in clutch. No, Druid coming in clutch. Not clutch.
Yeah, so Sentry's like, hey, are you done with those dogs yet? And Cade just goes like, side shot, not even looking, finishes off the one dog, and then just whips around, and a nice guiding bolt just comes over Sindri and just goes, wham!
And the whole creature is lit up in green light, and at this, the creature's attention, Sindri, it turns from you directly over towards Cade as all of its focus is there now, and it just with its legendary action just swings out a claw towards you, and that will hit. You're gonna take another 9 points of slashing damage as it just like slashes you and just moves on immediately, focused now elsewhere.
Wait, who took the 9 points of damage?
Sindri.
Oh, okay.
Wait, what? Wait.
Yes, Sindri, you got a claw against you as its attention turned away. So it just made an attack as it was moving its attention over back, or now for the first time towards
Like 9
Cade.
damage.
Yep, 9 points of slashing.
Okay. Ooh, that's we're not doing too bad.
And that will bring us to the Schalt.
All right, now do I still have that effect on me from last time, the screech thing?
Are
we good?
Did you make a wisdom save against it?
I
don't think you did.
don't think I knew the results of it.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a wisdom
let me
saving
make
throw
that.
against it.
And he should get advantage
Oh,
from the silver
This
card.
was before. Because this would have been at the end of his turn.
Yeah, oh yeah, it would have been at the end. I thought you'd rolled that. No, that's fine.
Oh, yeah.
All right, now I really want to do my turn, so I'm gonna really need this to be good. Well, crap.
All right.
It's fine. It's fine.
Now roll me a d10.
You got it. All right. Don't worry. Everything has its. Everything is going as planned. See? I'm sure this will go as planned.
All right, roll me a strength check at disadvantage.
Are you kidding me? Don't worry. It's all going as planned.
Nat 20.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so as this stud lands down on your feet, there's just something in your mind that just cracks. And technically that would have been the advantage disadvantage. So that should have canceled out, but it's a 16 regardless. So you just swing out in all directions and crack Clyde up against the head, and Clyde, you take 1 point of bludgeoning damage.
Thank you. Please don't do that again.
I'll try my best. I really not.
Ow.
Movement or bonus action if you want it.
That way.
Do I have anything that can even help me here as a bonus action? Hold on.
Can you cast Restore Sight as a bonus action?
I don't think that's not that's anything I can do.
Steam, wash his eyes.
I mean, I don't think that's a good idea. No,
Wash your eyes.
oh god. Okay, tell you. Well, no, I don't know. I don't think there's anything I can really do in this scenario. So, it is what it is. So I guess I'm just going to once again. Hey, I am so sorry. I have no clue what's going on right now.
And Thashalt, there are just these constant whispers all along your head. And you just seem to see these shadows on the edge of the orange all around you that is just causing you to just be unsure of what is happening.
Yeah, that's disconcerting. Tell you what, how about you keep the minute that I'm able to aim and fire something, you can take care of it. Hopefully. I still can't see anything, and I apologize for hitting you in the face.
Clyde.
It's okay.
All right, that'll bring us to Roland.
Wait, does he get his wisdom saving throw at advantage now?
No, it's flat because technically it would have been the strength check that would have been at advantage because it's just the next d20. But you do get a wisdom save.
Still get his wisdom save?
Yes, he does get a wisdom save.
I want to play the game. Come on, game. Come on, man.
You needed a 12.
No!
You're still affected by this mind, and you cannot see anyway, so you're not sure how much good it would do. Roland, similarly, you're still struggling as this just orange is completely blocking your vision, and you just feel these shadows wrapping around. It's almost like looking through kind of like tissue paper or something, where you feel like you can see, but you just can't make out anything. And you just hear these whispers itching at the back of your mind.
Okay.
Hit Adam. I believe.
I could hear a dog down this way before. Can I tell that if it's anywhere near me?
Yeah, you can hear just this gentle breathing, like right on the other side of a wall from you.
Other side of a wall, so it's not within striking distance.
Yeah, it's like a 3-foot wall that you know is there. It's like a half wall.
Let's take a poke with the dagger.
Okay, roll me an attack roll at disadvantage.
Alright. Does being unseen by the creature provide advantage? And cancel it out?
Yes.
Okay. I have no... Just for the purpose of the macro, is there someone next to it for sneak attack?
No.
Okay. So flat dagger roll for a d4 of damage.
No way.
That's a crit!
Oh, come on, man!
Nice.
What is this? What is this session?
You either nat 1 or nat 20. There's no
Number 3 of convincing me
Melee
that I'm a fucking
rogue.
melee rogue.
Roland goes,
Well, blindly with dagger right through head.
roll me the damage.
That's also a 4 on the bless.
Yep. Yes, it is.
For 7 piercing.
Yeah, you stab in and pull it back, and it is dripping something. You stab something real good.
Ooh.
You don't even have to be a
He'll
melee
just kind of
rogue.
like go, feel the resistance, go, ooh, pull it out, and then kind of hunker down by
There-
the wall and try to hide as a bonus action again.
There was no howl or reaction though, but yeah, you can hide. Okay.
What a turn.
Oh my goodness, that's
Did I
hilarious.
need to confirm that crit since it was a 19 and not a nat 20?
That's a good question.
Since, I think that's the first time that's really come into play.
Yes, you are right. Let me look and see, because I don't remember, because it's been a hot minute. Natural crits automatically act as confirmed. Can be confirmed themselves. Yeah, because we haven't had any critical injury rolls yet because it's all been on like minions. So yes, and
Okay.
it just needs to be a hit. So I'll just roll again, and it's just a hit.
So how does that interact with Bless? Does the Bless reroll or does the 4 stay? Since this is a scenario that you never imagined when you wrote
Yeah,
the rules.
that's a good question. Let me write a comment on that so I can come back to that.
I will re-roll it since the macro works that way for this time. and you
Yeah,
can
I think
adjust
that
as
makes
needed.
sense.
I think that still hits.
Yeah, that hits. Okay, yeah,
That's
so we're
one
good.
below critting again.
Yes, that's insane. Yeah, so that happens.
The 7 damage.
Yep. Well, it's 4 damage to this, but to the health rather than stamina. So you just stabbed it right in its skull.
Gotcha.
And with that, you see as this bird-like creature just begins to
I
step.
see.
Sorry, you as in the general
As in
you,
the collective. As
collective
in
you.
specifically not you.
Yeah. As this creature steps forward and its cloak just billows backwards as it lets out this scream as the mouth opens up wide and you can see eyes on the shoulder and an eye within the mouth as this thing just lets out this terrifying pitch scream. And
Fuck, I had to get closer.
Eye
didn't I?
within the mouth.
I need everyone to make me an intelligence saving throw. Except for Cade. Cade is technically out of it.
Yeah.
Did I
Must
get
be nice.
Did I get any save at the end of my turn to end any effects?
19. Come at me.
You only have one. Do you only have the
Fingers on point
blind
with the save.
on you right now?
Yeah, help me,
I
intelligence. Oh, thank God.
Continuously try to get that fucking blindness removed. But, anyways,
Just take the eye out, put it in the other socket, see if it
yourself.
works.
Just take it out, wash it, put it back in.
I have balanced the scales.
Yeah, all things in balance. There it is.
I was unblinded after I got hit, just saying.
Aha. Wait.
Well,
Okay,
maybe
I'm
you better
sorry,
just take a
but
lie
I
down.
crit at the thing I'm not supposed to be good at, and then I nat 1 the thing I am supposed to be. I'm supposed to be the fucking smart one, okay?
Maybe just
The
take a lie
world
down.
wants you to be a stupid melee rogue.
Oh my goodness. That's absurd.
Did everyone
I could
else
have
make the
built to
same?
that if that's what I was supposed to do, but I wanted to be a smart ranged rogue. I built everything into being a smart ranged rogue,
Oh
and the
my
dice
God.
have me as a
Dice
stupid
don't
melee rogue.
care.
The dice have their own
the-
story to
The
tell.
universe said no.
Okay, Roland, you're going to take 3 points of psychic damage. As you just hear this echo throughout as this screech just pierces into your mind, and you just feel something
still up.
within you kind of sever. And
Like his attachment to guns.
Wait, wrong hand. That one's paralyzed.
Okay. And for now, that is it. And seen as nearly. Let's see if Sabine passes. Oh, that's a natural one.
Oh, hey, it's not.
I'm not alone.
We did it.
5. Ooh, she's looking rough. But seeing as everyone nearly passes, this creature is going to, with a bonus action, go ahead and poof away.
Bitch.
Wildly.
Bless you.
Covered in blood, like
Mutant time.
part, just kind of shaky on his feet. Yeah, you better run. Oh, thank God he left.
Just barely standing. All right.
Boko is currently doing what Sindri was doing in the last room, and he's just laying there like a starfish looking at the ceiling.
Did we win?
All right, and with that, seeing the creature disperse, Sabine kind of curses under her breath, and she will jump off towards the last remaining hound as she just lands on it, and just with 3 quick strikes, just 2 into its back and 1 just pulling up, will finish off this hound. And there is 1 incapacitated hound that is seen. And Clyde, that'll be your turn.
Well, I'm not getting to that hound. No way, no how. I'll move 20 feet, 25 feet this way. Actually, no, I'll sprint to get up next to Cinder here.
So
What I
again,
get to with
Watch out for
50
the spike
feet.
growth.
so
I know,
again, that center platform is 15 feet, so you'd have to jump over the gap or climb up the edge.
Alright, well, I'm not going to be able to climb this turn, but I will sprint.
Yep.
If it'll move. Please move.
I'm stuck. Yes, you're supposed to be stuck there. That is the half wall that prevents you from going any further. So you get
this thing is.
Yes, you get up onto that platform, and then you would have to jump to the next platform.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna jump it.
Athletics check.
Very good at that. Very great. Yep.
Oh my gosh.
If
And-
only you could see Clyde embarrass you just now.
Cade, before you run away, can you roll me 44?
Yes, I can. My laptop will last that long.
Hey, would you like to drop?
So you take 10 points of piercing damage, Clyde, as you rush up the stairs, forgetting about the spike growth before you jump across the chasm and land on the other side, next to Sindri.
Ow.
Oh, small one.
That's all I got, though.
Alrighty. This hound will try to save again. It needs a 13. I think it needs a 13. I think it finally saves. But it's at the end of its turn.
It's a 13, yeah.
Yeah, it rolled 13. And Sindri, it is your turn.
Crawl.
Alright. Yeah, you better run. I'm gonna look around, and I can kind of see the doggo still alive. How far is the doggo that's still alive? Oh yeah, he's in range. Okay. I don't have to go in the spikes. So, Sindri's gonna run, kind of stepping over people, and jump off the platform. And he's going to squeeze his way over here to the doggo.
Alright, you will take 1 point of bludgeoning damage as you impact from the jump.
Alright. That was a disturbing large percentage of my remaining health.
And you can go ahead and take your
is
attack.
going to try to hit the dog.
Go for it.
Now that he's confident, he got a little inconfident, and then the thing ran away. Ooh, yeah. And then I get to add my D4. Ooh, 19.
19 will hit. Bless coming in
Okay.
clutch.
That is 21 bludgeoning damage to the dog.
It's still standing.
No way.
Still
Are you
standing?
serious?
It is
That means it was barely alive, like 2 hits ago.
So it is.
Because I wasted one of those hits on a crit.
Well, I mean, it wasn't wasted. It would have still been alive after that anyway. But yeah, it is still technically alive here. Because I do take that into account. I do try to give you guys the benefit of the doubt where the crits don't actually hurt you. Where if it would help to just put the crit into stamina, I do that just automatically.
Okay.
You see the dog still alive? I must be more injured than I thought from the bird. And that'll be Sindri's turn.
Boko.
Boko's still laying there, watches Sindri just leap over him and just like follows the giant across, sees this dog still standing and still laying there, reaches the prosthetic out and is going to try to wrap this thing up.
Oh.
It's not going to be enough to hit, is it?
So yeah, you try to reach over and snap, and the thorn whip is just like a hair short, just because of the elevation that you're at. It just comes just short of the creature.
Yeah, Boko just sits there, and as the thorn rip returns to the arm, he just leaves the arm hanging in midair for a second, and just like seriously considers not standing up. Yeah, he's just gonna lay there.
All right, Cade.
Cade will take 2 steps over and archer shot the one dog still standing for 7 radiant damage.
It must be nice to have your stuff consistently work.
How do you want to do this, Cade?
Not just consistently, like murderously.
Yeah.
Yeah, Cade took out 3 dogs.
Yeah, Sentry come over, hits it, and he's like, it's still standing. And then Cade again, just casual sidestep, just.
Yeah, no, Colleen, Nicholas, I'm going to come to your house next week and see if like the location makes a difference where I'm playing.
I guess.
All right, and with that,
And
all
my saving throws were fantastic. I didn't fail a single saving throw the entire fight. I made so many too.
Cade, are you? I assume you're dropping the spike growth with the last visible
Please.
enemy.
Keep rolling. Stuff.
Yeah,
No,
seeing that everything's gone, I will drop concentration on spike growth.
Bold of you to assume that Roland is not one of the enemies.
All right, and let's see, how long?
With the bird gone, can Roland and Thashalt see again?
No,
Dang it.
it is still covered in orange as you all stand at the base of this massive tree. And Roland and Thashalt, you still find this orange glow covering your vision and the shadows and the whispers in your mind. And Roland, you still feel this disconnect within you. Go ahead and roll me another intelligence saving throw.
Real quick before that, I have a very interesting medical question.
Okay.
Is the orange equal over both eyes?
The other eye's still there, correct?
It is still there,
Yeah.
but I can't see any more than the presence of light through it.
It is present over both.
So it's not it does not come from actual sight.
Nope.
Good to know. So it's not blindness, it is
Yeah, you are mechanically blinded.
It is mechanically blinded, but the actual effect is a replacement of sight.
Oh. Huh.
Charm,
Alright.
almost.
Yeah.
Alright.
In stark contrast to when you saw Cade's eyes that had the orange over them before, anyone looking at Roland or Thashalt, their eyes look normal.
That's concerning.
And Roland, go ahead and roll me that intelligence saving throw. Bless would still be up for this.
Doesn't matter, I'm gonna nat 1.
Oh.
Nat
Eyes.
7.
It's a 1 with a little flag
That is
on it.
exactly what you needed with the bless. As you feel this connection restart within you. And you're not sure what it was, what was happening there, but it's over, whatever it was.
Can he see?
Nope.
Unfortunately.
I guess Cade will kind of wave a hand from the eyes, like, well, when that happened to me, Sabine just kind of stabbed me back into sight.
and again, I will say, maybe not to you as obvious, Cade, but for the others, as opposed to what happened to Cade, where her eyes were actually orange, the Schultz and Roland's look normal.
I don't know if that's better or worse.
When Cade says that, Roland will lift his arm and just go, hey, no, don't, please don't do that. I already slashed myself up on whatever the spike growth.
As he waves his hand, feels like a hammer above his head. I should just like, oh.
Is there a ceiling here before?
Just retracts up.
Well, this is very annoying. I can't think of exactly how I'd get rid of something like this. Those of you that are a little more experienced with magic, how exactly would you get rid of, say, fact that doesn't let you see, or maybe lets you see very strange things? Unless, of course, we are in a world of orange and shadow, in which case somebody really should have told me.
Well,
I mean, if you were in a world of orange and shadow, then at least we're in the same place.
There's
that's
magic. There's magic that can restore sight. I don't have it prepared today, and I'm a little spent. So hopefully this goes away on its own. Otherwise, you're blind till morning.
And everyone outside of the Schult and Roland, this orange glow, it is emanating out of an open kind of entryway or portal, this just gilded arch. And you see there are stairs that lead up and stairs that lead down.
And a clicking giant spiders coming from behind in the tunnels.
For the sacrificial pedestal, was there anything like? Was it made out of metal again?
No, it's made out of like a black stone, but Cesare is still on it. The body of Cesare is still there, opened up.
I want to take a look and see if anything is missing.
Boko, as you take a look, the very first thing that you notice, he is not dead. Into the body of Cesare, it is still breathing, and the eyes are still looking around. It just is not moving. It is spread out. There are no restraints. It is just not moving. And the chest.
Boko holds his hands out. Do not touch him. He may still have the paralytic on his skin.
Okay, to clarify here, he's like cut open, ribs cracked, right?
Yep. And Boko and Cade, you look missing? In. Yes, as you look in, there are organs missing.
Well. Well.
Cade's gonna go up and slit his throat.
And Cade, you see, in this moment, you didn't get quite a close enough look, but as you move up, you just quickly slice the throat, just quickly moving and finishing off the creature. And you notice that in there is no heart inside. This person could not be alive for very long without that. It had to have been removed seconds ago.
Oh. Okay, I mean, if I had come up and saw that the heart was gone, like, does he die before I even, like, get my knife out?
He's, like, dying. This is just the last little bit. It just pushes him over the edge. You again, this is before you had a chance to look. You just see him dying, and you're like, I'm putting him out of his misery. And then as you kind of take a moment to take this in, you see that among the organs missing, the heart is gone, and you just know people, even under magic, people probably can't survive more than mere seconds without it. And so it had to have been removed extremely recently.
Can't hardly think that was necessary. He was already dead.
No, he wasn't.
Look in here.
He was dying, but he was
dead.
still alive.
And cutting the throat didn't release any more blood than taking the heart out. But let's get him off this altar. This ain't no place to leave somebody.
We have
Agreed.
a list of what organs are missing. You said definitely heart.
Give me an investigation or medicine check.
Let's see here.
This is just obscene. No regard for life.
The next one's going to be a 20.
Boko, for a moment, you think about reaching forward to investigate. The chest cavity is there. It's not very far open, but it is kind of peeled back, but it's kind of sunken in a little bit. And you go to touch and reach it, and you're like, wait a second. Maybe I shouldn't investigate this if there's any more of this
the
paralytic. Yeah, so you just kind of choose not to go anywhere near it.
Then you would like to investigate the stone the altar is made out of.
Yeah, sure. Give me a check with your masonry tools.
All right. What should I use with them? I haven't set the strength, but I can use a different stat if
Yeah, this would be intelligence based.
intelligence. Okay. So this will be +4.
Okay.
19.
So you haven't seen this yourself before, but in the few moments that you've discussed stonecraft with the dwarves, you've heard of a material that is kind of a volcanic stone or volcanic glass. This appears to be obsidian. But where obsidian is, again, extremely brittle and difficult to manufacture, it is often jagged whenever, even the most skilled craftsman, it is jagged around the edges. This is smooth and flattened and even on all the corners. It is a rectangular block, and it even has elegant details of kind of ornamentation around the edge.
This is the altar.
This is the black stone table that Cesare is upon.
So this is a table-sized block of perfectly squared off obsidian.
Yep.
For you, it just looks orange, though.
Fuck.
First people make this? Like, I want to know who did the interior decorating in this place.
We'll find that out some other time. Big guy, why don't you get Cesare off of there?
Okay, I'm already small at this
Yeah,
point. but
yeah.
I'll
Sindri
go.
is already like shrunken back down, but he moves over and kind of grabs the body.
Okay.
Reaches down and just picks him up. Well, from my opinion, the bird ran away, so I won officially. But I don't want to find another one for a bit after a nap.
Yep. You sure look like you won.
Just like blood dripping into his eye, just kind of like, yeah.
Cade would like to cautiously approach the orange light and like wants to be very aware of the surroundings. Like, are there symbols on the floor? Are there like what's going on approaching the orange light?
Yeah, Cade, as you approach, this orange light spills out of this entryway at the base of the tree. And the orange light actually spills out of the base, the stairs that are going downwards, is where the light is coming from. The stairs that are going up have little to no noticeable light. And above, this archway is kind of pulled around where these staircases are. And at the top, kind of that center stone of the archway, there's that same golden tree-like symbol that is on top there.
Okay. So, but the light's obviously coming from somewhere down a set of stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, for those of you currently blinded, the orange light we saw earlier is coming from somewhere down a set of stairs inside the tree.
Oh, Okay, does that mean we can fix it if we tell them to turn it off? I guess I'm not really sure of how this will work.
Would we smash it? I was told to smash the altars. This is an altar.
suppose-
No,
Probably not the worst plan.
But I do want to keep the obsidian. I think that'd be fun to work with.
Well, it's not gonna lie, if Roland has reservations about it, it probably is something that's worth, not immediately smashing.
Is there anything else on the altar? Like, are any of the organs left, or are they all gone?
There's nothing else. I mean, there's kind of the crimson stains of blood on it, but otherwise it's just the body.
Are there any markings on the altar, or is it just like a convenient table?
No, the table or the table itself is flat. Along the edges, there's kind of ornamentational designs, or ornamental. Gosh, ornamental designs along the edge, but they don't seem to be a script or a writing. They just are like somewhat geometric designs there.
Would I have seen anything the bird was doing while I was right next to him fighting? While I was being rudely ignored?
Yeah, his hands were
ignored me.
his hands were in the chest cavity.
Oh.
But I couldn't see anything specifically that was going on. Just
No.
that hands are covering it.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's like reaching
They're
inside. Like
cutting
there's just a small little gap that it's been opened up.
So when Sindri was directly fighting with the bird figure, did Sindri manage to draw any blood?
From the creature, no. Feathers popped off.
Are these the same feathers that we saw before?
Oh yeah. Long black feathers.
Yeah.
Well, this is just getting, quite frankly, more and more disturbing that the only other intelligent entity on this island mixes up paralytics to dissect people alive. Don't know if anyone else is feeling wonderful about that, but
I like their temples.
Dissecting? What is going on that table?
oh, sorry,
wanna know.
Cesare was given a paralytic and dissected while he was still alive.
Yeah.
Lovely.
By the way, I'm not sure I quite want to know the answer to this, but just for future reference, can you feel any pain in that arm?
You haven't been hit in the arm yet. You don't feel anything.
Slices the artery, bleeds out.
Roll a d4.
Nothing. There is no feeling whatsoever.
Well, I suppose that's a small consolation. Being awake to be dissected, at least you don't feel any pain.
An excellent anesthetic, yes.
Captain, are you wanting us to push forward?
Quite frankly, don't think any of us are, well, most of us are
minimum,
not
I
in
need a
a
minute.
condition to move forward. Two of you are blind. Sindri, who battles the most, is bloody. I'm low on
I can
magic.
do it now. With one nap, we can do this. But yes, if all of you need rest, definitely we should.
That was my reservation from earlier.
Out in and out of invisibility. He's gonna have to be real careful.
That was my reservation from earlier. We are very worn out. We need a rest. If we can get out of here, we should. But we should not risk another encounter while we are this beat up. And specifically while I cannot see well enough to run away from all of you dying.
So far, 2 birds have ran away from me. So,
2 birds,
That
or were
is
they
the
the
same
same bird?
I don't know.
For our sake, I'm hoping it's one bird.
And that's not racist. They're just very similar.
I don't think I'd accuse you if you did. To be honest, I don't know if I could tell any minute details with them myself.
So, knowing that
Nicholas, don't do that when I have
Birdman's
a drink
running
of bourbon
around.
in my mouth.
Oh, I waited for you to get a drink. I'm watching you, man. I can see you.
Sorry, what were you saying, Cade?
I think it's best if we retreat out of here, considering that we know that he's running around this temple, and perhaps find some place to hold up for the night. All in agreement, say aye.
Aye.
Sure, I'll get stabbed out there as well as getting stabbed in here.
Clyde, consider yourself lucky. You're one of the most put-together people currently.
As long as you currently can't see only orange and possible angry shadows, then you're probably doing all right.
Also, given what has been described of poor Cesare, it's a low bar.
Yeah.
I will admit my condition is currently at least one step up from being completely gutted and harvested for organs.
I am very glad that none of us have been Cesara'd.
Yes.
That's going to be a thing from now on, isn't it? And Cade, while discussing, is just gonna walk over and is gonna okay, the Schultz, don't worry, just tying a rope around your waist so you don't get lost. I see parents do it to children all the time.
Whatever works.
Screw Roland.
Yeah, just Roland is left to wander.
Well,
Wait, do you not trust me?
So yeah, Cade ties a rope around the Schultz waist and then walks over to Roland. Roland, would you also like a guide?
Would be appreciated, yes.
Okay. Puts 10 feet of slack between the Schultz and Roland and then ties the rope around Roland and then holds on to the other end.
Come along.
Do I have to be
I
tied
need
to...
help. I have the power of steam. Smacks on the wall.
Careful, he's a little feisty.
That's amazing.
The artificer breathes so loud, we could have shot him in the dark.
All right, so you guys are making your way back out of the temple.
Yep.
I am carrying the body.
Dang loud
I'm gonna
artificers.
pick up the lantern and we'll leave.
Oh yeah, the lantern.
Yeah, don't leave that. Let me remember to bring that. That's important.
All right.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be able to remind you.
This is not going to be that easy.
Now, even though I have the metal, if I can't see when I go to bed, how the hell am I supposed to make anything? This is the worst.
I can make it for you. I'm good at making things.
Actually, though, we'll figure it out when we get there.
And in the middle
I
of
need
the
a metal
night, the
ring.
thieves visit and steal everything of value. So
I
that's the goal.
swear to
I'm
God.
in the middle of the night, one of us getting our throat slit. But let's go for it.
Considering the only throat slitting that has been done so far has been by Cade.
Okay.
Valid
we'll
worry.
get Cesara'd. All right, we'll just get Cesara'd while next to everyone.
All right, so you guys wind your way back away from this massive tree in the orange light as it recedes, back through the halls and past the side chambers and out those large golden doors as Sindri is carrying the body of Cesare. And as you recede down the stairs back out into this courtyard, you can see that Tove is nestled nearby with Jasira kind of holding on to her, and the two are kind of scrunched together. And as you kind of get closer, Tove kind of turns up and faces you all. And you can see black feathers scattered around the two of them. And she just calls out, It took him. And that's where we're going to go ahead and end the session for tonight.
No. Oh, we know what happened. No, that's not good.
Oh, just Tove.
I literally said 15 seconds ago
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be that easy.
No,
I literally said that.
So
not.
thank you all for tuning into this session, and we'll be back next week to see how this ends up outside of the temple here. We'll see you then.
15 seconds.